Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Westfield Football Friday Night Game of the Week, where the Westfield Hornets are back home here at the Hornets' Nest at Marvin Arrington Stadium and Ronnie Jones Field, where the Westfield Hornets are set to take on the Tiftarea Panthers here this evening. I'm Kenny Koper. Alongside me, Brant Daughtry, Brett Taylor. Upstairs on camera is Peyton Josie here on the broadcast, brought to you by Brandon Ford of Perry. As the two teams will battle it out here tonight. Westfield coming in 0-3 on the year, looking for their first win in the 2019 season and of the Coach Lane era here at Westfield. So why don't we go ahead and jump right in first to the starting lineup, brought to you by Synovus Securities, as Brett's working on it as we speak. But the two teams will match up here just shortly. Tiftarea coming up from Chula out of Region 3, strong team, made a good run in the playoffs last year, and see how they do this game here tonight. So here is the starting lineups, brought to you by Synovus Securities.
So on offense, let's see, do I have this backwards? Oh goodness, that ain't good. Anyways, on offense, that says defense at the bottom, but I apologize for that. Hunter Hancock and Hunter Spence, number 13 and number 3 respectively, will be at wide receivers. Good. At running backs will be number 44, Hunter Smallwood, and number 7, Michael Fitzpatrick. Your quarterback tonight will be number 12, Beck Beckham. Tight end, number 35, Robert Kinnis. And the line looks like this. At left tackle, number 51, Carson Mathis. At left guard, number 50, Seth Andrews. At center, number 52, Colby Hill. At right guard, number 62, Cole Miller. And at right tackle, number 30, Braden McDaniel. Those are the starters on offense for Westfield. And on defense, they look like this. The two cornerbacks, number 15, Chris Kinnis, and number 13, Hunter Hancock. At safety, number 3, Hunter Spence. The four linebackers are number 31, Austin Tomlinson, number 7, Michael Fitzpatrick, number 8, Coleman Williams, and number 35, Robert Kinnis. And the defensive line will look like this. At two defensive tackles, number 62, Cole Miller, number 78, Cal Langston. The defensive ends are number 30, Braden McDaniel, and number 44, Hunter Smallwood. So those are the starters for Westfield on offense and defense.
And all those are brought to you by Synovus Securities. And I want to thank Mr. Chris Kinnis for his sponsorship of the starting lineups here tonight. And that'll bring us up to next, our Middle Georgia Orthopedics keys to the game. As Brent's got that. If he can read Brett's font there.
I sure can. Number one, most important thing is win the turnover battle. They haven't done that so far this year, and it's really cost them. All three of these losses all could have been avoided if they had been plus in the turnover margin. Number two, dominate the offensive line. The offensive line, this team loves to run the football, but they are having a little bit of trouble doing that. And, if you got to do better on that offensive line if you're going to run the ball as much as Westfield does. Number three, offensive misdirection. Like I said, the offensive line's had a little bit of trouble blocking, so let's get the defense going one way and take the ball the other way. Number four, control the clock. That's what this offense is designed to do. If they can hold on to the football and run it effectively, that's what they'll do.
So all those keys to the game are brought to you by Middle Georgia Orthopedics. We want to thank them for their sponsorship of the keys to the game.
I don't know what Peyton's doing.
So we are in the pregame show here, where the two teams are coming out. They're kind of waiting underneath the goalpost. They seem to be ready to go. They're a little early almost, and we're okay with that. The captains have made their way to the respectable end zones, and we will have the Amos family coin toss in just a few moments, as we want to thank Mr. Bill Amos, Giles, Miss Laura, Caroline, and William for their sponsorship of the coin toss here in just a few moments. Westfield in their what's become, I guess, their home version or home uniforms here tonight. They got the black pants with the green jerseys and white numbers trimmed in gold. And for Tiftarea, the Panthers will go with the dark blue pants, white jerseys, and dark blue numbers trimmed in gold. And here come the captains from the Tiftarea side, and here come the captains from the Westfield side. For the Hornets, it will be number 51, Carson Mathis, number 30, Braden McDaniel, number 15, Chris Kinnis, and number 12, Beck Beckham. And once we get a straight-on shot of the players for Tiftarea, we'll take a look at them across the way. I'll tell you one thing, looking at them, whoever that gentleman is in the front of the line and in the back of the line are two big boys.
Yeah, there's just some tall players right there. They
and thick.
Yeah. Wide young men, wide bodies.
And that's going to be number 14, Logan Crossan, the quarterback. And then number 3, Adam McKinney. Is that number 24?
Yeah, 24 and 4.
24 is Will Ross, and number 4, Jaden Jones. So those are the captains on the other side of the field as they will make their way out here to midfield. This is the golden anniversary for Westfield, the 50th year of the Westfield schools. They're celebrating as they have since the beginning of the school year. They're going to kick off a campaign. They're going to make some improvements around the campus, trying to add additions to the gymatorium, I believe. So that'll be exciting. We'll catch up with Athletic Director Chip Champion at halftime and hopefully they're at the W with the diamond. Head referee explaining the
heads and tails rolling.
All that. I wonder if they got a fancy coin going on there or something. You never know. But it's a beautiful night here in Perry. It is 88 degrees and fair.
Yeah, the sun just went down behind the trees and over there to the southwest corner of the field, and looks like it's going to be a beautiful night, clear night.
And as fall is just around the corner, I guess it officially is fall a week from tomorrow, I believe. I don't think Peyton got to say put camera on midfield.
I sent him a text.
You said get coin toss. I don't think he understood that.
Get the coin toss.
So the two teams still meeting there.
He might not have got it yet.
This is a pretty good crowd on the far side from Tiftarea. And here on the home side, Westfield ready to go. And there goes Peyton. Now he's got that on screen.
There we go.
They are taking quite a long time in the middle of this coin toss.
Yeah, they are.
I think they're explaining some algebra equations and the stock market, how things have been going. Talking about the new tropical depression that's going on out front. Kickoff. You're watching Hornet football here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to...
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes. Our team is focused on providing quality health care that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare.
And we'll welcome back here to the Middle Georgia Sports Network, where Westfield is set to take on the Tiftarea Panthers here this evening. And it will be Westfield kicking away to start. They'll be kicking from left to right here in the opening quarter, hoping to set the tone with their defense, who has played well in the first halves of games. It's kind of been the second half. And that answers that question that we ran into Suzanne Lawler at the gas station. And there she is, down on the sideline from 13 WMAZ. She'll be bouncing around, I'm sure, from here and on over to, I don't know what Peyton's doing.
I don't know either. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
He's getting it. He's a little slow. He'll figure it out.
So it'll be Michael Fitzpatrick kicking it away for Westfield. Back deep to receive will be number 3, Adam McKinney, and number 24, Will Ross.
Yeah, Westfield desperately need the win here. They've struggled, like you said, in the second halves of games. They need to finish one.
And there is the Swanson Restaurant kickoff, and it's off the chest, on the ground, now picked up at about the 17-yard line. Got a blocker up across the 30-yard line, brought down at the 32. That was number 6, Mark Coley.
Good job of picking that up after he muffed it. It was hit him right in the face, and it just bounced off his face mask.
So Coley gets up to the 32. Yeah, he picked up 18 on the return despite the muffed kick there. And that's where Tiftarea will start this 1st and 10 at their own 32.
Yeah, I was just going to say, please bear with us, folks. We know we've got some issues yet again, and we'll be working through those. The frame rate, for some reason, on the computer is just not doing right, so bear with us.
First snap of the game, rolling out and throwing deep down the left side, and it's going to be picked off by Hunter Spence. What a start to the ball game. Here comes Hunter. He's got a wall full of green, and he will just go out of bounds inside the 35 at the 34.
When they talk about ball skills, that's what they're talking about. That was a great job of reading that throw, turning into the wide receiver, and catching it over his shoulder. Great job.
Yeah, he actually looked like the receiver kind of in that play there.
They also tried to go to the other way and get the defense flowing in the opposite direction of where that ball was going. Great job staying alert, staying with your man, and ended up getting an interception out of it.
Interception and a 37-yard return. So the first play of the game turns into a turnover, and Westfield has the ball 1st and 10 at the Panther 35. It will be Beckham in shotgun. He's going to ride the handoff and give it off to Smallwood, who gets inside the 30 down. Or we're going to mark him right there at the 30. So that's a gain of 5 yards on the carry. So far, so good. Good start for Westfield.
Yeah, so far, you run one play, you gain 5 yards, and, if you can keep doing that all night, that's what this offense is designed to do.
So it's 2nd and 5 here at the 30-yard line. Westfield going to sprint out 3 wide receivers this time, 2 to the near side and 1 to the top of the field. It's Fitzpatrick and Smallwood in the split back set. And we got a false start, it appears, on Westfield. It looked like Hancock might have moved.
Yeah, he did. They had Tiftarea, they went into, we called it a kick when I was in high school. They bumped the defensive line over just a little bit, and it looked like Hancock got a little bit too excited.
So that'll negate.
I saw it on Carson Mathis.
Oh, okay.
The right tackle flinched when they bumped.
Gotcha. So it'll be 2nd and 10. That wipes out the first down run of 5. Yeah, Westfield with a long second down situation. 10 minutes, 45 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
And that's just unfortunate. You lose all that work you put into the first play.
They put Spence in motion. They're going to roll Beckham out. Got pressure. He throws quickly. Incomplete. He was looking for Smallwood, but kind of rushed his throw thanks to the pressure of number 24, Will Ross.
Trying to go for that flood pattern, give your quarterback a little bit extra time to throw. They read it well, and it just didn't work out. Somebody was supposed to block that guy, and they just didn't.
Yeah, they brought the outside linebacker, I guess, and you're right. There was nobody there between him and Beckham quickly knew, I better get rid of this or it's going to be a sack. Incomplete and a no gain. So you got Adam McKinney back deep to receive at the 5-yard line. He's got his heels right there, which kind of goes against common practice. You normally stop at the 10. So high spiral kick. McKinney's going to take the catch at the 6. And he's going to be brought down. No, he's still on his feet. Somehow he got out of the arm tackle, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 15. McDaniel had him by the back of the pants and could not bring him down. It's a gain of 9 on the return.
Yeah, somebody's got to make a tackle. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, they had the coverage down there. I was kind of surprised that he caught the football that deep in his own territory, but he did. And
he caught it at about the 3-yard line, and there were green jerseys around him. They just couldn't make a tackle.
So 9 yards on the return, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 with 9:13 to go. And they're going to hand it off. Big hole, right side. Now spinning around Hancock, and from behind, Kinnis will make the tackle, but not before Adam McKinney gets all the way out to the 42-yard line.
Just an ISO play there. take your fullback, let him lead you up against the linebacker. He takes the linebacker, you cut off his butt, and you're in open space.
Yeah, that's a big gain there. 27 yards on the run from McKinney, and it's 1st and 10 for the Tiftarea Panthers.
They're lining up in the same formation. They may run the same play.
Yeah, they look a lot like John Millage likes to look out of the I formation.
And they'll hand it off left side and stacked up. Good job getting in there. That was Robert Kinnis on the tackle. But McKinney still gets up across the 45 to the 46.
Kind of similar play there. They just used the fullback to kick out the defensive end, and the linebacker stepped up and filled it. I think that was, who did you say had that tackle?
That was Robert Kinnis.
Yeah, Kinnis, he did a good job taking on the fullback's block and was able to create a pile.
So it's 2nd down and 6 here at the 46. 4 wide receivers. He's going to pass, going to throw in between the coverage there, and a beautiful pass for a 1st down, complete to number 30, Jake Saylor, down to the Westfield 35. That's a different way to spell Jake.
It's an interesting way of spelling Jake. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Jayk. That's a gain of 19 yards on the reception. I just was impressed with the ability to throw over the linebacker in front of the safety.
That was a good job throwing.
That's Logan Crossan, who I believe was quarterback last year.
That wasn't a throw. That was a pass.
That's true. Now McKinney, stutter steps, breaks the tackle. Stutter steps, breaks another tackle. And now from behind, getting back up to get him is Robert Kinnis, but that has been plaguing Westfield all season long, is missed tackles.
Yeah, that was what you call a gash there. There was a hole you could drive a truck through. Great job by that offensive line, just road grading.
But the thing, like I said, has been killing him. It killed him last week down at Southland was these arm tackles. You got to
you got to put a body on somebody. They can't keep reaching. They can't keep reaching for jerseys like this.
I mean, Clay Owens.
I got to stop cracking when I say the word reaching.
It's all good, man. Clay Owens last week was just running all over the field. He could do whatever he wanted. Looking to pass, crossing, throws, and oh man, he was trying to run before he caught it and falls incomplete. That was intended for Will Ross.
Yeah, Westfield had coverage right there. They just were paying too much attention to the quarterback there. When you're in a zone coverage type situation and you know where receivers are, it looks like you got to latch on and you basically come out of the zone and go into the nearest receiver in the area and latch on to him, and got to do a better job of finding the receiver there because that could have been a big play for Tiftarea.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 at the 23.
Quarterback keeper.
Yeah, Crossan fakes left. Now he's got it blocked. He cuts inside the 5. He's brought down from behind at the 2-yard line. A little extracurricular going on there between Fitzpatrick and number 50, Trenton Fender. Oh.
Yeah, didn't look like anything too out of whack there. Just Fitzpatrick got it handed to him a little bit, and he was
not happy about it.
Might have been not happy, or he might have just been a good sport about it and said, "Hey, good hit, man." The old Andrew Luck philosophy.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna miss watching him play on Sundays. He was a really fun quarterback to watch.
He was pretty cool. So now it's 1st and goal for Tiftarea here at the Westfield 3.
They're back in that type of I formation.
Oh, and run right into a wall, but he backs around, spins out of a tackle, and there on the tackle is number 78, Cal Langston, to keep him out of the end zone. He does get down to about the 2, though.
Yeah, no real secret when they line up in that formation. They're going to run it behind the fullback. And that time they plugged up the hole pretty well.
Yeah, they blitzed Michael Fitzpatrick into that hole, and he got initial contact but wasn't able to wrap up and bring him to the ground. So able to still get back to, well, gained about 1.5 yards maybe on that play. Good job by Langston keeping him out of the end zone, though.
So, again, same formation here. Crossing the pitch this time. McKinney cuts back, and he's in the end zone as he lowers his shoulder for a Tiftarea Panther touchdown. And with 6:03 to go in the first quarter, it's the Panthers 6 and the Westfield Hornets nothing.
Toss sweep again. They ran behind the fullback, and it worked out pretty well for them.
Yeah, nobody coming downhill from the linebacker position to attack. You've got to attack on the other side of the line of scrimmage and get penetration when you're on the goal line like that, especially on a toss play.
And it looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
It's always interesting when you see high school teams do this. You think, well, maybe they don't have a quarterback or a kicker, or maybe they just like the philosophy of going for 2, the old Chip Kelly rule.
That's true. I'm going to roll, crossing out right side. He's going to throw, and he had the flood route there with 2 guys, and it goes incomplete.
Yeah, Chris Kenneth kind of undercut it, forced the quarterback to throw it high, and when he did, it was behind the receiver and went off his hands.
So the score remains 6-0 with 6:03 to go in this first quarter. And this first quarter, of course, brought to you by Flint Energies, and we will take a break here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y. I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's One Act and several plays like Prayer Club and Tri High Y.
Welcome back here in the first quarter. The Flint Energies first quarter. This is all brought to you by Brandon Ford of Perry. 6:03 to go. Tiftarea leads 6-0. On to kick it away will be number 30, Jake Saylor.
Caught a pass on that last drive, and this is a little pooch kick.
A little squib, and it'll be picked up at about the 18-yard line and getting out to about the 35. I believe that was Hunter Spence, and it was. So picks up the little squibber. And Westfield will start this drive 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I tell you, Westfield's had pretty good field position so far. They had the big turnover to start the game, got positive or plus side of the field position of the 50, and then here they get out to the 35-yard line after the squibber. So as you said, Brant, all signs point to Tiftarea maybe struggling a little bit in the kicking department.
So single back beside Beckham. And a little quick screen complete out to Hancock. Nobody picked up the outside
It just
corner.
took too long to develop.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it looked like the pass was off target. Hunter Hancock had to go back and get that ball, and by the time he did, he just had nowhere to go. There was already a man in his face.
Yeah, they could block 2, but they couldn't block 3. So 2nd and 10 after no gain for Westfield. Oh, look at that, Brett. They got our logo up there on the big screen here in the
Oh, that's cool.
the new logo, the one you change all the time. See, you got another new one up there.
No, I went back to the original
my.
one.
Oh,
on
wow.
our,
Wow.
They hold that up pretty well.
Night Alive. What a hit by number 65, Ben Matt. He never had a chance. The junior defensive lineman just bulldozed Hunter Smallwood. It was either going to be him or it was going to be Beckham, and it was Smallwood.
Yeah, and you think you just – that's how you're taught to play the option. If you're the read man, you just run for that mesh point and tackle who you ever think has the ball.
Well, right there, if he wanted to, he could have
try to attack the ball before it gets handed off to anybody.
He could have got a 2-for-1 special if he wanted right there. He could have wrapped them both up. So now it's 3rd down and about 12.
Looks like they're
Beckham.
blitzing here.
Yeah, he's going to roll out, throw out in the flat. It's complete to Smallwood. Breaks 1 tackle, lowers his shoulder. He's going to be short of the 1st down, but he does get out to the 42-yard line. So they'll be 3 yards short. They pick up 9 of the needed 12, and looks like they're going to bring on the punt team.
Yeah, good play. It almost worked, but just good job staying at home by the Tiftarea player.
So here comes Fitzpatrick.
That's the bad news about going backwards on 1st and 2nd down. It doesn't matter how good you do on 3rd down. You're still probably going to come up short, especially in a short yardage offense like Westfield runs.
Got to wonder if this could be a possible fake on 4th and 3 out near midfield.
I don't know. You're in your half of this field. It might be.
No,
Nope,
Mikey's going to get it off.
Yep.
Line drive kick, and it will be take a great
what a roll.
Westfield bounce.
What a
Oh, my
roll.
goodness, you can't get better than that. At the 5, he picks it up.
That is
and
just not smart.
no, but he got 7 yards, got him out of danger.
Just
Yeah.
because the outcome was good doesn't mean it was a smart decision.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but I would have feel a whole lot worse about it if there were more green jerseys around that ball.
Well, I'm just thinking
Westfield's lucky that
you go down.
that guy made the tackle.
You go down and pick that ball up, and you bobble it a little bit, and then get hit.
That's true, too.
Yep.
Then you're looking at Westfield with 1st and goal on the 5-yard line instead of you having the ball. So
That was a 53-yard punt from Michael Fitzpatrick. 7 yards on the return.
More More like a 30-yard punt with a 20-yard roll.
Hey,
But
if you don't get
net,
stats,
net is net.
And if you don't get to add the yardage on a touchback, and you kick it in the end zone, then I think it's fair game to get to add the roll, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So 3:35 left to go in this Flint Energy's first quarter. And it's going to be McKinney off the right side. He's got another first down as he dives ahead across the 20 to the 24.
They lined up in a multiple tight end set that time and ran right behind him. Ran right behind that heavy side, and it got a big gain. They're blocking it up well right now.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 24. The gain was 12. Go through some stats here in just a few moments at the end of the first quarter. They got 2 wide receivers split out here to the near side. They're lined up on the far hash. Crossing and shotgun is going to hand it off again. This time it is not McKinney. And what a tackle there by Cal Langston. That was Mark Coley on the run, and he picks up 6. But Langston just kind of got him in the belly to back. He looked like he could have done an old wrestling move or something.
That was a trap play that time. You pull the guard around, kick out the defensive end, run right behind that kick. Got a good gain out of it.
Yeah, it picks up 6, so it'll be 2nd and 4. Same formation again, just split to the other side, and it's Coley yet again, right side, missed tackle by Smallwood. Coley's got a first down and thrown out of bounds at the 40. That tackle was made by number 8, Coleman Williams, the freshman linebacker. But Coley picks up 10 and another first down for the Panthers.
Tell you, Coach Eric Soliday, he loves to throw the football, but right now he's having a lot of success running, so I think he might just stick with it.
just off tackle too, not real fancy.
Yep, just if you're blocking a man-on-man, just keep doing it.
That's kind of got to be disheartening for Westfield.
Yeah, I mean, same exact formation, just flipping sides, and another gain of about 7 yards. This time it's back to McKinney as he gets out to the 47.
Yeah, a little bit of a counter right there, it looked like, as they pulled the right guard.
Time moving along quickly here in this first quarter as the sun is setting behind the tree line.
This reminds me a lot of what Arkansas State runs.
Just a quick pace.
Well, they just run that off tackle. Sometimes it's a counter, sometimes it's just a lead
offsides.
play.
Yep.
Sam Johnson coming on the blitz there, obviously, trying to disrupt the play. Is going to give them a free first down after the offside penalty.
To me, Westfield's really stretched on defense. I would like to see them, if there's a way they could get and work their linebackers from inside out to try to have a second layer of defenders once they break that first initial, because all they got to do is body up right now on the line. They're in the gun, but they've got, looks like, double tight on this side.
Now we're going to go empty backfield and go down the middle of the field. They had a man, and they just overshot him just a little bit. That was Brock Hammond. Running back came out of the backfield, and he was going right down the seam, but incomplete.
Yeah, I think they lined him up at tight end that time, and they've been running out of that 2 tight end set and having a lot of success with it. I feel like Westfield was looking for the run on that play, and the tight end got away.
Yeah, McKinney went in motion, came here to the near side. They were kind of maybe set up a screen to him of some sort, but that was just a decoy, as you said, Brant, to kind of have the tight end go down the middle of the field.
Yeah, I think last week he had an ankle and then a knee as well.
Yeah, sure.
You did get what I was going with that.
I know what you're talking about.
He's got a man.
He's got a man down the middle of the field, and that's a 12-yard gain that time.
Kirby Smart, I think, says, he's out. He's got an ankle, got a wrist.
That's it.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah, he
He's
does.
like, hey, I got a wrist too. I got an ankle too.
Right.
He can have mine if he needs it.
Anyways,
Funny.
not really.
Another gain at 12. They're eating up clock, and they're eating up yardage. But right now, they only lead 6-0.
Yeah, Westfield has to get a stop here. You'd love to see another turnover.
Yeah, they're +1 in that department so far. McKinney with the handoff. Straight up the middle, and he'll be cut down after another gain of 5 yards down to the Westfield 31.
And right now, it's just like 5, 6, 10 yards a pop almost every time.
Yeah, they are wearing this clock away as we're under 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. going to be tough sledding for Westfield. They're going to have to generate turnovers because it's like Tift is completely okay with just running this clock. Now quarterback keeper crossing to the right side. Crossing's got room, and it'll be spun down out of bounds. Good tackle out there by Chris Kinnis, but not before another first down inside the red zone to the 16.
This Westfield front seven is just getting dominated by this offensive line and tight end core right now. They have to do something different. I don't know if it's blitz more or
I was watching
walk some people up or change the front. Something's got to change because they're not winning right now.
No, and that'll wrap it up here for the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it is the Tiftarea Panthers 6, the Westfield Hornets nothing. We will take a quick break and come back with more in just a few moments on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
What I like about Westfield is just the family atmosphere that we have here. The teachers are just great, the coaches are great.
Even though I was not here when I started school, I came in and it was like everyone acted like I had been here the whole time. It's an environment where everyone just accepts you and wants to get to know you like they would have known you, like all of their friends that have been here since the beginning of grade school.
I just like the atmosphere that you have here. Everybody, they truly care about you.
Everyone in my grade, we're so close together. I think of them as my brothers and sisters almost because they know me so well and I know them so well.
I think the most important thing that happened to me when I spent my time in Westfield is that I actually become a Christian, and then I actually find my faith, and I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith to.
Spillers Orthodontics for their sponsorship of the second quarter all season long here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. Kenny Kofer, Brant Daughtry, Brett Taylor, and Peyton Josie live here from Marvin Arrington Stadium and Ronnie Jones Field, where the Westfield Hornets trail 6-0 here to start the second quarter, and Tiftarea will have the football. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line as we are joined by the legend, DC, Danny Camp. That's it, man, DC. That's
Exactly.
it. That's it.
But they don't say the man, the myth. Whenever they talk about me, they say the boy, the myth, the legend.
That's it. The Pillsbury Doughboy.
Exactly.
Just kidding. Crossing.
That's okay.
Trying to go for that hard count again, seeing what this defense is doing, and then getting a call from his coach.
Yeah, Westfield's got the 4-4 look, and they're going to give it off to McKinney on a quick give. And, of course, they miss a tackle and in the end zone. If we could count up the number of missed tackles that the Westfield Hornets have had this year,
It would be high.
woo, boy,
It would be a very
would it.
large number.
So that is a touchdown there for Adam McKinney, and it is 12-0. Tiftarea on top.
And it looks like they're going to go for 2 again.
Well, if you don't got a kicker, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a 15-yard run there from McKinney.
How you like that English? If you don't got a kicker.
Don't got a kicker.
Well, the Eagles are going to go for 3 here.
You sound like you're from Monticello.
I did not say that. I didn't say that.
I was just messing with it.
That was not necessary.
Oh, there you go. Crossing's throwing, and it's complete.
Wow.
That was a good pass.
Heck of a throw right there.
That's the John Gruden special right there. What do you call it? Spider banana?
Spider 3Y banana.
Something like
who
that. That's
knows?
basically
Spider
it right
X
there.
over 3Y banana. Something like
So
that.
he hit Will Ross in the end zone, and it is good. So the score is 14-0 Tiftarea. We'll stay here so Brett can enjoy the time.
Oh, my.
Number 50 for the Westfield Hornet, that is Seth Andrews. Tomorrow morning, we will be out at the Hornets' Nest watching the Lady Hornets, 10 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be out there. They're playing
early in the morning.
with the Brentwood Eagles, Lady Eagles. So they were in the state championship, 2 years ago, Brett? Right when we were at Valdosta?
I believe they played Windsor for the
Yeah.
state. and that girl from Windsor pitched
with like a broken back or something. Who knows?
Something, and she was outstanding, and she hit the ball. I think she had to be the best player in the Anyway, so yes, I remember that fondly. That was a long day.
That was a very long day.
Wasn't as long as the
one that went till 1 a.m. when Westfield pulled it out last year.
The first Westfield State Championship, I think.
That was second. That was
second
last
one?
year.
Oh man,
that was last year.
And Danny did that on purpose. Ellie confirmed it last week.
Squib kick again. Kennis boots it a little bit, picks it up to 32. Chris Kennis going to be brought down at the 39-yard line. So that's not the prettiest kick, but it is effective. And Kennis will start here at the 40 for Westfield. 8 yards on the return from Kennis. And Westfield, good field position again, Brent. I mean, they've had good field position. They started their first drive at the plus 35, second drive at their own 35, this one at their 40, but just can't seem to even pick up a first down yet.
Yeah, they keep starting in good field position, and that's great, but at some point you got to start moving the ball down the field. You're never going to get it exactly where it needs to be. You're never going to score a touchdown with good field position. You got to do something with it.
Absolutely. I formation, and there's going to be a penalty flag thrown, and offsides.
This near side official signaling offsides.
But on who?
And that's true.
Normally it's on the defense, but
normally offsides is on the defense.
I know, but last week I think Westfield got
you're right. Absolutely.
an offensive offsides.
Yep.
But this is the defensive kind, the normal kind.
The one that everybody knows.
So it'll be first down and 5.
What the Bravos doing over there? Got a crooked number up yet?
0-0. It's Scherzer and Soroka, so
it's going to be
should be a pitcher's duel. Although last week the same matchup, the Nationals crushed Soroka, I believe.
I know our buddies to the left are just doing what the guy's telling, but that was a dead ball and then a foul, and then he wound the clock. I don't get it.
Oh well. First and 5. Fake the handoff. Going to pitch it out to Smallwood. Smallwood across the 50. Smallwood tackled from behind down to the Tiftarea 42-yard line. And that is our first down of the night.
And Hunter's getting up a little slow. He's holding his – I don't know if he just got his bell rung a little bit.
I think he kind of landed on the football, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, maybe. He's not limping. He's not holding any – yeah, he's just holding his gut. He landed on the ball.
So that is our Planters First, 1st and 10. Thank you, Planters First, for their sponsorship all season long of the first downs for Westfield.
I don't understand there we go.
All right.
Sorry about that.
I'll tell you what, Brett. You always say I don't give you credit. I'm loving the new score graphic.
Oh, you like that better?
Way cleaner, way smaller.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan of it too.
Very ESPN-like.
Yeah, I've tried to take inspiration in a lot of different places.
And the handoff, Kennis, man, somebody got a hold of him and just ripped him back. I think it was Matt. That guy, that is one powerful young man, number 65 down there for Tiftarea.
You know, Westfield may not this guy may not be the bulkiest and be able to run between the tackles the best, but I would actually look at putting Hunter Spence at running back.
Yeah.
Some speed. That's the problem right now that I see it with Westfield. They have open plays, but they don't have the speed to get to the outside.
Sorry, I was just complimenting my boy Josh Donaldson. He's a wizard with his glove.
You do have a bromance.
2nd and 7. I don't know. Who do you call that on?
I think that's on Westfield. They started leaning.
Yeah, but
no,
because they had two guys.
Wow. I don't know what the rule is. I think at that point it's more of a judgment call. Who drew who?
Well, if he got in the neutral zone before.
Yeah, that's true. If he moved because the guy got in the neutral zone, that's up to the eye of the official. It's kind of interesting.
Well, in high school, as soon as you break the plane of the neutral zone,
play's dead, right?
It's dead. It's a So 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, so they've been gifted 10 yards here, and now they're down to the Tiftarea 33. They almost did it again, but they just shifted the line.
Yeah, they're doing that.
Trying to slide. That hard kick.
And they give it off to Fitzpatrick. Gosh, he bowls over defenders, but a flag flies in from the back judge there. They're right into the pile. That's normally in the area of holding.
I don't know. That was an interesting flag. I didn't see holding. That doesn't mean it wasn't there.
I think that's got to be the hardest.
Yep, holding on the offense.
Hardest call in sports to make is holding on a run play.
Yeah.
I think holding on a pass play is much easier because it's normally takes longer to develop in more of open space. But when you got a mass of bodies altogether. How do you tell who's holding who?
He was pretty deliberate with it. I mean, he threw it right
away.
At the point of attack.
So even if it wasn't there, he sold it to me.
Yeah, that's half the battle.
But I just think that's got to be the hardest thing to see because you got just a mass of humanity in there.
So it's 2nd and 8 back at the 40 now. 2nd and 9. I formation. They're going to give it on the end around.
Oh,
they got
that
him,
was pretty.
Got the tendency break there, and now.
Oh,
that's a horse
collar.
That's definitely a horse collar tackle.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was good discipline, though, from Will Ross, because if he's not there.
He stayed at home. Deep is the deepest. That's how you're supposed to play that. Good job getting back on top of it.
So they only pick up 4, but I like the play call there because they had them all flowing to that one side.
And
they tried to run that play earlier, but it got blown dead on a penalty.
I love Hunter Smallwood, but could you imagine if you had somebody speedy like
Chandler Duggan?
Well, no.
I know.
Yes,
okay.
but somebody like Spence or maybe Chris Kennis running that ball on that play.
I don't know. Smallwood's got speed for himself. You know, he's a thicker guy, so he's not a blazer, but he can move a little bit.
He doesn't move bad. I'm just saying.
I hear you.
Quick pass.
Thrown way high.
That was confusion in the route. That was not good route running there between the two. They had 2 of them doing the exact same.
But I tell you what, I think Spence prevented an interception. Because if he didn't get his hand on it, I think it was going to go right to the defender.
Well, that's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And it looks like Westfield's going to keep the offense out there.
Might as well. I'd throw the ball deep here. If it gets Well, if it gets picked off, it's like a punt.
That's true.
And you're probably not going to get a decent punt from the 36-yard line to gain any net field position. So go 4 verts.
Yeah, they got 3 to the right, 1 here to the left. Come with the outside blitz. They're going to throw the screen.
That set it up so well.
Fitzpatrick trying to stay up, but he cannot. He's going to be short. And that is a turnover on downs that looked promising, but the safety came up from the back line and made the tackle. And it's a turnover on downs.
I mean, the concept is there. It's just, again,
it took too long to develop.
Well, I just hate to continue to go back to it. But if you got a little shifty, water bug out there running with it as opposed to Michael Fitzpatrick, it takes a lot to get him rolling down the field. And, a lot of times you see guys like, I don't know, who was the guy that played for New Orleans and for San Diego? Sproles. If you had somebody out there like that or the equivalent here at this level, you'd have somebody running out there very quick like a scat back type.
Now just a straight quarterback draw.
Good tackle.
Good ankle tackle there by Chris Kennis.
Great job getting there.
That's like almost that Hawk style tackle where you start out at the hip, you roll down the legs and pull them down.
That was textbook. We know Kennis had some problems last week, but a great tackle right there for a loss of about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
I mean, a great tackle.
A great tackle. Put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Oh, my gosh. Nick Markakis is 2 for 2 in his return. Just crushed 1 for a double.
Are we calling the football game or the Braves game?
I'm both. I'm a dual-headed. Oh, there was a false start. They missed that. And the pass, somehow he hung on across the 40. Then that hit him in the belly and then kind of rolled down to his thigh. And he makes the catch. That is Dylan Harbert.
This is, Kenny, is it not? It's like they went over and watched Arkansas State practice. This is exactly what Arkansas State does.
The quick passes.
Just a fake zone inside, read, throw over top. Everything is predicated on that stretch or outside zone run play, a lot like App State as well. Now Louisville.
Now run up the middle and nothing doing. The Westfield defense all over it.
There it is. Ball's on the ground.
Yeah, ball came out.
I don't know. I think they're going to say he was down first, and it doesn't matter because Tiftarea fell on it. But
all right, let's go to the instant replay. The elbow was down.
Oh, I thought you really had it.
No.
I was like, oh, cool.
No.
I'd love to see what trying to pull up an instant frame rate would do to the CPU.
Yeah, it would throw it. Oh, my.
So are they going to go for it here? They have not punted as of yet.
Yeah, you might see a hard count here.
Either that or maybe Crossan is the punter as well. It may kind of go shades back to Brett and I's time at Georgia Southern with Ingle Martin, kind of do one of them quarterback kicks,
No, I think they're going to go for it.
If I'm a Westfield coach, I'm screaming, watch the ball.
Yes. 4th down and 2. And now they're going to take a timeout as there was 1 second left on the play clock. So there's a timeout with 6:06 to go before halftime. It's Tiftarea 14, Westfield nothing here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
At their own 41-yard line. They lead 14-0 over the Westfield Hornets. 6:06 to go in the second quarter, brought to you by Spiller's Orthodontics. And I'm going to put a man in motion, hand it off far side, and he should have the first down and more. And he's off to the races, nobody around him, and he is going to score.
Nobody trailed him, and that's an easy touchdown.
So on
fourth and 2, and you don't trail the motion, man.
Nope.
Somebody's got to get out there on him.
That was just too easy that time. That was Dylan Harbert, and he just walked into the end zone untouched, 59 yards on 4th down and 2. And it's 20-0 pending the conversion attempt here.
Yeah, you just got to do – Westfield hasn't created any penetration here in this ball game. They just have really struggled with that.
They did really well on that drive up until that point, too. They started to clog the lines, out route, perfectly thrown, and that's 2-point conversion.
Yeah, Crossan, he's got an arm. So 2-point conversion good again for Tiftarea, and it is now a 22-0 score. So it is how quickly things can change for Westfield. They had 4th down and 2. Did a pretty good job the drive before. They were moving down the field, couldn't get a 4th down themselves. And then just that quickly, here we go, and it's 22-0 Tiftarea. We knew they were talented coming in. We saw what they did last year. What was that player's name, Brett, that was just like, oh, my gosh. Can't think of his name.
Spence Massey.
Yes. I don't know if he went anywhere, but he was just an athlete at everything.
Yeah, he had when Westfield was down there a couple years ago, he had a couple – maybe almost 300 yards. Westfield actually played really good that night, and I remember it was 8 points, 6 points, something like that. But he had similar to what Owens had last week, about 5 or 6 touchdowns.
He was looks like one of those kids who could go out and plow a field by himself, then come in and play a football game and run for 300 yards.
Yep.
Just a good, rough country boy who could just play some ball. So now it's time for the Swanson Restaurant kickoff. It'll be Jake Saylor kicking it away for the Panthers. Back deep is Smallwood and Spence.
Hey, I would like to do a quick shout-out to Big Frank up in Maryland. He's on his way back from kind of a family trip.
Eating some crab cakes, huh?
I don't know.
Candace drops the football, and he'll fall on it there at the 28.
They've been driving a lot. They were up in Massachusetts and New York, Connecticut, all over the place.
Putting some miles on the old truck, huh? Going to Louisiana.
Well, he actually got Mom a new Traverse, and that was what they took up to.
So in honor of the name of the Traverse, they're traversing across country, huh?
They've been doing that a lot. They went out to Texas, I think it was last year, to that Magnolia Market or whatever that was it Joanna Gaines out in Waco. And then they've been a couple different places. They went through Virginia, Maryland, New York, all that stuff. So
you sound like that commercial, Virginia, Alabama, Temple.
Exactly. I'm an auctioneer. I've been everywhere.
Beckham looking to throw, and I don't think Spence saw that coming. And
had an out route of his own.
The ball was underthrown and behind him, too.
Well, you had two receivers over there again. You had Spence and you had Hancock, and it was right between the two. The only one that saw it looked like was Will Ross, the defender.
Yeah, that
looked like a rub route almost.
That was a Bob Daughtry special right there.
Yeah.
Little combination route.
Yeah.
When we were in high school,
those passes.
When we were in
Still
high school,
does.
we had play-action combination patterns. I think one we called Cadillac. One was
Ronnie.
No, it wasn't that. I can't remember that other one.
It wouldn't have shocked me.
So I formation behind Beckham and give it up to the up back, and that is Smallwood. Smallwood is going to have a Planters first bank, 1st and 10 as he gets out close to the 40 to the 39.
Westfield's having success running the football. They haven't really been stopped all night doing that. A couple of plays have gone backwards, but overall they've had success with it. Just haven't been able to put a drive together.
Oh, I remember what it was. Ice pass. That's what it was. We faked ice. What we called was whatever the formation was, 21, wide, 21 right, ice pass, post comeback or something like that. Yeah, that was a.
That sounds like wingdings
Yeah.
in verbal form.
Yeah. Well, everything has a meaning. And
Beckham throws, and it's going to be complete, and that's out. I believe that's Powers with the reception.
I didn't pick up the
can't
number.
see.
Number 5.
Yeah, number 5. That is.
We don't have him on our roster because he was an add-on.
But you can imagine how
Ryan Powers.
If you've ever heard the NFL Network stuff
Also
or
home,
whatever,
Matt Joyce.
NFL Networks, when they go through the play call with the young quarterbacks, like I think the Chris Sims one is famous where he's like, he cannot get the call from Gruden, and Gruden's like, come on, man.
Yeah. Think. So 2nd down and 6.
Ooh, bad snap.
Oh, yeah, there's all sorts of
Bad snap, and now the ball's on the ground, still on the ground. I don't know who has this
Number
thing.
3's got it for Tiftarea.
Yeah, that play was messed up from the start, and
that was
tried to give it off to the running back. Beckham tried to give it off to, I think it was Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick bobbled it, and it ended up on the ground.
And now Fitzpatrick's got his right arm hanging down, kind of in pain. Looked like it kind of landed on his forearm as he was reaching for the football. Somebody kind of rolled up on his forearm. That was not a wise decision there for Westfield.
No, that's one of those where you just fall down and pray you don't hurt yourself. And now Fitzpatrick's going to come out of the game.
Yeah, he was not feeling too good there. So the turnover in their own territory for Westfield, that evens things up in the turnover margin. This is going to be a throwback.
It's a double pass, yep. And it worked.
No, what a play.
Underthrown, great job closing on it.
And just a perfect play because he looked at the ball, used that offhand, and knocked it away totally clean. Great job by Hunter Hancock.
Yeah, honestly, I would not have been mad at him if he would have just ran through him and not even, because if not, he's scoring a touchdown. So good job of closing. But he did, like you said, fundamentally, he found the receiver, didn't run him over, put his hand right in there, knocked it away before he made contact with the player. So it's what you teach.
Yep, that was a great play. Hancock's had a good season so far. He's made some plays on offense and defense.
Of course, if you notice, you don't see a whole lot of getting to the defender or the offensive receiver early nowadays.
Good hit and held him up long enough for the teammates to help out. That was Chris Kennis, and as well as number 8 there, the youngster, Coleman Williams.
How old is he? Just a freshman.
Yeah, young guy. So they get into Westfield's 40-yard line down to the 38, and it's going to be third down and 6.
6? Yeah, I say 6.
2 wide receivers out here near side. They're running back to the left side of crossing. They're going to run that off tackle, I'd imagine, and here they come. Near side, McKinney breaks an arm tackle. Flag flies in from the back judge.
Going to be a block in the back, I think.
He's short of the first down. He brought down at the 33. But the flag is going to probably bring this one back.
I think looks like maybe Robert Kennis got hurt a little bit. He's coming off. Coming in is number 14. Who do you got? Is that Shelton?
That is Sam Johnson.
Sam Johnson.
Look at my man Brent. He's got the names down this year. Last year he joined us, 4 or 5 games into the year, and he kind of was having trouble getting the names. He's rolling with it. He don't even need a roster now.
Yeah, what do you mean? Mikey Smallwood?
Who was it last year? He kept messing up.
What was he? He couldn't.
I can't remember.
It was funny, though.
Yeah, there's somebody hurt on the field right now, and he looks hurt pretty bad. That's a Tiftarea player.
So that's our Houston Healthcare injury timeout. We'll take a break with 3:34 to go in this second quarter. Westfield trails 22-0 on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Advanced medical care closer to home. On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home. On the field, a successful outcome is the...
Welcome back here as we're 3rd down and 11 for...
You do have a watermelon head, though.
Oh, I've always said I got a watermelon head.
You probably wear like a, what is it, like a 40... What is the...
It's not a waist size.
No, I meant, I'm sorry. You will
They don't
probably
measure
wear
my
like
head in waist size now. I'm not that big.
An 8.5 in a hat or
no,
something.
it's 7 5/8.
7 5/8.
It's a melon. A lot of knowledge in there.
Or air.
3rd down and 11, setting up the screen. Westfield had 3 guys in the face, and there he goes. Wow. It's like they knew it, but they never broke back to handle it. Lower in the shoulder there was number 3, Adam McKinney. Westfield knew the play. Absolutely knew the play, and just couldn't make it.
Well,
so they're down to the Westfield 15. That gains 28 yards. That's a shame there. He had 3 Westfield defenders right in the face. Now they're going to hand it off. Far side. He's going to get in the end zone. That's pretty easy. Good blocking on the edge out there by Dylan Harbert. And the score is now 28-0 Tiftarea.
Yeah, not exactly what you would dial up if you're Westfield.
Only 3:12 to go before half.
28-0.
Now it looks like they're going to try the first extra point of the night.
Well, they got it back even. Maybe Westfield can block it.
So it'll be Jake Saylor, the left footer, who's been kicking off. And one of the side officials wasn't even under the goal yet because he wasn't expecting them to kick it because they haven't kicked it all night long. Extra point is up, and it is good.
Good kick. I hate these kind of scores.
Yeah, Brett is very odd. He does not like odd number scores. He's like, what was it, A-Rod the other day? It's great to be down up by an even number versus an odd number.
Yeah, we talked about this on air.
What? What a fool.
Hey, so Brant and I, we talked about last night when we started. So we're going to start a little podcast, everybody, just to let folks know. But we were talking last night, and I said, Kentucky and Florida always play weird games like that, where it's like some crazy score, like 15-29 or some, goofball number. And I actually picked Kentucky to win.
Well, they won last year.
I know.
So you never know.
I think Florida is probably more talented, but Florida just is so undisciplined.
It's in the swamp this time, or is it?
No, it's in Lexington.
That's right. They gave that game away like the past 3 or 4 years, Kentucky, and then they finally broke through last year.
Well, that one year they played at the end of the game, and nobody even covered the receiver. They just threw it right out there. You remember?
Yeah, that was bad. So here comes the Swanson Restaurant kickoff.
Can't nobody tell me nothing. It's gotten to that point, folks.
It has. Line drive kick. Squib picked up by Kennis at the 29. He's up across the 35, brought down at about the 37-yard line. That's an 8-yard return.
Who's number 19 for Westfield?
That is Jonathan Myers, junior, defensive end and tight end.
That is a big kid. Tall kid.
Welcome back, Brent.
Hey, thank you, Kenny. I'm glad to be back.
Everything make it? You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
Tell you, we need to get a bathroom up here. This is the tallest press box in the history of high school football.
The man to talk to is right behind your left shoulder.
That is.
Hey, boss.
Coach Chip Champion, the legend. They throw it out, and it's picked off.
Not good.
Yep.
And it's a race to the end zone, and that is a touchdown. If not, it's a – they also could have thrown a horse collar on top of it. So interception return for a touchdown of 40 yards. Yowzas.
Yeah, just misread the defense. Just misread the defense. There were 3 guys in the way, tried to throw over top of all of them, and didn't throw it high enough.
2:52 to go here in the second quarter, and it is 35. Zippo.
That
Mere moments.
Zippo.
Zippo.
It means 0.
Nil. How's that for your soccer
Zero.
Not a
fans?
freaking point.
Keen Zero.
Not
Nil.
1.
How'd you like my man Nadal winning the U.S. Open last week?
Rafael.
Is he your man?
Rafa Nadal. Well, he's
Rafa.
kind of my romance. If Kenny's got Josh Donaldson, I like Rafa Nadal.
I used to love me some Tiger. I mean, I still like Tiger.
Oh, I love
when he was
Tiger.
good. Extra point up, and it is good again. So he's 2 for 2.
So why don't they kick field goals?
Is Jake Saylor.
Just for fun.
We'll be joined at halftime during the ABE Group halftime show by Coach Chip Champion, athletic director here of the Westfield
So,
School.
Brant, I think this week it's Kenny's turn to interview him.
No,
Finally.
Sounds good to me.
last I checked, you missed the whole game.
Well, I did it last
And last
week, so
week,
someone else can do it.
no, you didn't. I did it. I interviewed, what's her name?
You
the whole
interviewed
time.
Ellie. You
Yeah.
interviewed Ellie.
Last
And
week
then
during
I
halftime.
interviewed her, the second part. So you got to do it, Brant.
No, we got Coach. We got Coach. We like talking to Coach Champion. He's got to talk about his drive up to Athens tomorrow to watch Austin Peay. Looks like a bunch of tomato heads.
No, they're playing Arkansas State.
I thought
It's
they were playing Austin Peay.
No,
wonder-
they
I
played
wonder if
Austin
Trey
Peay
Mason's
last year.
little
It's a
brother
pink
is
out
still there.
tomorrow for
Arkansas
Yeah,
State.
you're right.
for Blake
Yep.
Anderson's wife.
Gotcha.
They
I don't know
passed
what I
away.
was thinking.
I wonder-
Austin Peay.
I wonder
They
if-
played them last year.
I wonder if Trey Mason's little brother is still at
Mercer.
Arkansas State.
That's what it was. I saw a flyer and I said they're playing. I got you. So they're playing somebody in Georgia. I knew that. So here comes the
Well,
Swanson
Austin Peay's
Restaurant
not in
kickoff.
Georgia.
They're playing Mercer
Oh, I
tomorrow
got you.
in Georgia. Squibb, and that is picked up by Kennis. He's returned almost every one of them, and he gets across 35, almost a carbon copy. Picked it up to 28 and got out to the 35.
I wonder if anybody at the high school level this week will pull the Florida State and line up their receiver facing the opposite direction.
My goodness.
Did y'all see that?
That was incredible.
That was almost as bad as Florida against
Blocking
Georgia
each other?
Southern.
Blocking itself,
Blocking
yeah.
each other.
On defense.
The kid literally lined up facing the wrong direction?
Yes, on
Yeah,
purpose.
the wide receiver did.
It was a part of their grand scheme to get, I don't know.
Who was it? Colin
To
Cowherd.
almost lose to Louisiana Monroe. That was part of that
They
grand
should
scheme.
have lost.
Shotgun, 1st and 10. Beckham got pressure. He's going to throw, and it's going to be complete to Hancock. Out across the 40. He gets to the 43. And that'll bring up a second down and about 4 yards for Westfield.
Auburn's got the Golden Flash. Let's see.
The Golden Flashes, I think.
Flashes, yeah. Tennessee may get a victory tomorrow in Neyland Stadium. They play the Mocs at Chattanooga.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know. They got
we got the gentleman over here next to me. He's wearing orange and white. I don't know if he's a Tennessee fan. And there goes
Bless him if
Beckham.
he is.
Out of bounds, close to the marker. Is that a first down?
There is a vicious rumor
First down and 10.
floating around the YouTube sphere and Twitter sphere with the Vol folks that, that if they can Jeremy Pruitt, that Phil Fulmer will take over because they won't have the money to hire a new coach because he's got a $9 million buyout on the rest of his contract.
And who made that decision?
Philip Fulmer.
Yeah, exactly.
To be a college head coach.
But do you know, I mean, he's going to pull
So
a
much
Barry
money.
Alvarez.
Yeah. I don't think anybody loves Phil Fulmer more than Phil Fulmer. And Beckham nowhere to go, and he just got lawn darted right into the ground.
But
Ow.
you got to admit, things were a lot more interesting in the SEC when Phil Fulmer was the coach of Tennessee.
Things are a lot better when there's anybody good in the SEC East other than one team.
Yeah, you need Florida and Tennessee to get back, I think. It would be a lot better for college football fans.
I wouldn't say that Florida's not bad. I mean, they're not as good as they have
No,
been.
they're still bad.
No, but they've got to play
Sure,
Georgia.
they finished in the top 10 last year and won the Chick-fil-A New Year's Six Bowl.
But I'm just saying,
Congratulations,
but
you
they're-
beat Michigan.
hey,
Hey,
I'm
we
just
finished better
saying,
than the Auburn
in the
Tigers.
East, you got to
Congratulations, you were better than last year's Auburn team.
Oh, man, this thing has really just gone downhill quickly. Trying to have an
I'm
intelligent
not saying they're
conversation.
good, but, I mean, they're not Tim Tebow style good, but they're not bad.
They're pretty bad at tackling this year.
Delay a game on Westfield on 2nd and 20.
and they lost their – who is that guy? What's his – Tony? He's out this week against Kentucky.
Well, I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, you look at it, Georgia's the class of the East. I don't think anybody can argue that. South Carolina, not very good.
No.
Kentucky, not very good.
I think Mizzou
Tennessee,
might be
awful. Vanderbilt,
Mizzou might
terrible.
be a lot better than people think.
Florida.
The race for second in the East is the race for who can be probably the 8th best team in the SEC.
No, that's just ridiculous.
Florida. I think you would say that Florida's a firm second place, especially to beat Kentucky this week.
Well,
I think they are firm.
Yeah, they're the second best team in the East, but still.
Arkansas and Ole Miss play in the West. Remember that.
That's true.
Oh, drops it, picks it up, and Mikey's going nowhere. So
this is what happens when the games get ugly early. We just talk about other things. If you want to hear more about college football, Brett and I did a podcast.
I already plugged that.
Did
Yep,
you? I wasn't here for it, so now I'm going to plug it.
Yeah, I need to put it up on at least a link to it up on the website. And
I wasn't even invited.
No, you are invited, but
wasn't even called.
I didn't want to frustrate.
Wasn't consulted. Nothing.
I knew you were on travel. Didn't want to frustrate you.
I see how it is.
Call in, and I didn't even know if we were going to do it last night, and we were more or less testing it out.
Yeah,
it's third and a lot.
3rd and 24.
We even mentioned you last night at the very beginning, did we not, Brent?
We did. You said, going to try to have Kenny Kofor on here as much as possible.
Sure.
Listen to it.
2-1. Last play. Swing it out here to Hunter Smallwood, trying to set up a block, and he'll go down and out of bounds at the 37, and that will do it on a tough first half for the Westfield Hornets as they will go into the break trailing by a 36-0 score. And we will take a quick break, come back in just a few moments. We'll catch up with Coach Chip Champion,
the legend,
Westfield Athletic Director here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
Tate was going regularly to his dentist. Our family dentist just mentioned that he had a severe underbite and he could require surgery in the future. We immediately made an appointment with Spiller's Orthodontics. They brought up Invisalign. Dr. Spillers was very informative and all of the staff was very helpful and knowledgeable. Anybody who thinks that their child is too young to use Invisalign, they're wrong. I mean, if you can prevent any kind of surgical procedure for your child, wouldn't you want to do it too?
Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
And I also dance. For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
Welcome into the ABE Group halftime show, where Westfield trails here at the break, 36-0, and just on the field, they're letting everybody know how much they've raised, $30,786. That's a good chunk of change out. And so joining us here at the break is Coach Chip Champion.
How much was it again?
$30,786.
Oh.
They just told you down there on the field.
Yeah, I mean, you see those eyeballs you got there, Brett? Just look down there. It might help a little bit.
All right, I'm sitting between y'all.
Exactly, I know. That's a whole lot of man meat on the outside. So, Coach, first of all, I know it's the 50th golden anniversary of Westfield. Westfield's obviously raised $30,000 so far. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the initiatives that the school is working on?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the 50-year deal is a really special deal, and we've already had several things that have gone on, and we'll have several more throughout the year to recognize things. But the big thing, push this year is going to be for the annual fund campaign is going toward renovation of the gymnatorium. We're going to actually add on to the front of it with with more restrooms and a concession area and a room for a spirit shop.
Cool.
And then we're also going to have an area in there to help alleviate some of the stress for our wrestling program. We'll have room in the lobby area to put a wrestling mat for
Cool.
practice, because there are a lot of times where we got basketball teams practicing basketball games, and wrestlers need a place to go sometimes. So, we do a pretty good job of balancing out, but it'll just give us a little extra room that we need, and just quite honestly, just need to spruce the gymnatorium up a little bit.
So we know that the basketball team obviously plays in the gym that they've had here, I think, since the school is open. Has there ever been any talk about bringing the basketball games to the gymnatorium? I've never personally been to the gym.
We have, but it's got a tile floor.
Oh, yeah, that makes it difficult.
And it's more of a multi-purpose building. We do use it for all of our home wrestling meets. So it is used, and the other thing we use it for is our big performances of Grandparents' Day. Is one of the big ones, and then we also host baccalaureate and graduation in there. So it's time for a little bit of a renovation. We're going to redo the sound system in there. It's a metal building, so we've got to do some sound work in there to make that a little bit better. To try to make it a little bit more homey, I guess, for things like that, but still have its athletic purposes as well, because it's like everything else around here. We have to use it for a multitude of different things.
Exactly. Well, so far, obviously, getting close to the halfway point here of the football season. Softball season also going on. You got a lot of sports going on. What's your impression?
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Understatement, exactly. So what's your impression so far of the first few months of school, how things are going athletic-wise with I almost said the university, but within the school?
Well, the school's gotten off to a great start. Our numbers are up, which a lot of schools can't say that right now. So enrollment's up. We opened the doors with right at 550 students, which is up 20, 25 students from where we were last year,
good.
Which is a really good thing. But at the same time, athletics, we've been off to a really good start. It's hard to believe we've been in it a month now.
Yeah.
Because it's gone by so fast. Softball's rolling like they have been. They're just that juggernaut.
Despite their coach.
Just keeps going, yeah, despite the coaching. But they're rolling. They got games again tomorrow. They're hosting a couple games here tomorrow. And, football is, it's a transition period, obviously. New staff, new system and all that stuff. And quite honestly, the front part of our schedule is would be likened to the SEC West. I heard y'all talking college football a while ago.
Yeah.
It's brutal on the front end of the schedule. But, we keep plugging. It's going to open up on the back end for us a little bit. And I feel like we're doing some good things. We just, me and Coach Lane talked about it. We've got to get rid of the self-inflicted wounds.
Right.
And that's going to come. You've got a few, older kids out there playing, but they really haven't played a lot. So they're older, but they're not experienced.
Right.
So they're getting the experience that we need. We're a little beat up right now. We've got a couple guys that aren't playing tonight. We lost Walker Young a couple of weeks ago to a broken foot, and we got Clay Walton's got a pretty nasty arm bruise. So we're playing a little bit down tonight, but the whole thing is just getting better and executing and sort of keeping the momentum going. And everybody knew it was going to be a process.
Right.
Anybody that wants to wave that magic wand and it just automatically happen, it ain't happening that way. It doesn't happen that way. And quite honestly, schools our size, it's cyclical.
Yeah.
And we're hopefully on the uptick from where we are, but the coaches and the kids are working really hard, and I'm excited about it, and they just got to keep their head up and keep grinding. We're going to actually do something Wednesday that we have never done, as far as I know, in Westfield history. We're going to actually host a small cross-country meet on campus on Wednesday.
Oh, great.
Wow. So, that's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be an experiment a little bit.
Yeah.
But it'll be a pretty cool, and, we got softball still going on. It's hard to believe that they're already into their region play and only have a few weeks of regular season left, and then it'll be playoff time for them, and we're hoping for a big run again. And crazy as it sounds, we're finalizing basketball schedules and wrestling schedules and all that stuff because it'll be here before you know it.
So work never stops for Coach Chip Champion. The field looks great. You do a great job with that.
It was quite nice and toasty out here yesterday working on it.
I bet. I know you work hard. I've seen the other coaches out there with you, lining the field.
They do a tremendous job. People don't realize our coaches wear many different hats.
Absolutely.
Coach Bruce Lane teaches 3 academic classes in the middle school and then jumps over to weights and PE for the rest of the day, and we all do the same thing. So, our coaches do a great job of working really, really hard, and I know they don't get a lot of credit sometimes, and they get a lot of grief from the athletic director from time to time, but
I was thinking if you could get some help from that sorry softball coach you got.
Well,
exactly.
We call him the assistant athletic director, but I don't see him but once a week. I think.
Good help's hard to find.
Yeah, amen to that. But, no, the guys work really hard, and I appreciate all that they do. Quite honestly, it's a really thankless job sometimes. My saying is, when you win, it's the kids. When you lose, it's the coaches.
Exactly, that's true.
And our guys do a really, really good job at what they do, and they work really hard and put in a bunch of long hours at this place.
Yeah.
A whole lot more hours here than they do at their house.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. We know you got to do some cat herding here in just a few minutes.
Run all the little ones off the field, which will take
a few minutes,
4 or 5 minutes.
So we'll let you get down there and handle that. We want to thank you for joining us, and good luck tomorrow with your Bulldogs up there in Athens.
It's going to be hot again tomorrow.
It will.
And hopefully we won't be looking past Arkansas State and looking toward the big one next week.
Yeah, do us a favor. They're in the Sun Belt. Help us little dogs out with the Georgia Southern, knock them off.
Well, we'll try to beat them up a little bit.
There you go. There you go.
Don't hurt them. Just wear them out a little bit.
There you go.
All right. So, Coach, thank you very much.
Right, thanks, guys.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with some stats from the first half. Westfield Trails here, 36-0. You're listening to the ABE Group Halftime Show on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game, and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
Together. Athletic.
Friendships.
Confidence.
Challenging.
Success. Rewarding. At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri-High Y. I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's One Act and several plays like Prayer Club, and Tri-High Y, and Key Club, and I also dance. For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees, and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
Welcome back here to the Middle Georgia Sports Network, your football Friday game of the week. Westfield trailing Tiftarea 36-0, and we're going to run through some halftime stats. Unfortunately, Hornets fans, this one's going to be a little bit one-sided. Total offense, yardage. Westfield has 58 yards of total offense to Tiftaria's 287. So most of that damage being done on the ground. 231 yards on the ground for Tiftarea, 32 for Westfield. Receiving has 56 yards for Tiftarea, 26 for Westfield. So not a whole lot of passing offense, but neither side is really trying to run the offense that much, or run that type of offense. other than that, there's not much to say other than the score is currently 36-0, and it's been an ugly game so far for Westfield. Your leading rushers so far for Tiftarea, their leading rusher is Adam McKinney, the running back. He has 14 carries for 121 yards. That's 8.6 yards per carry for anybody wondering. He also has 3 touchdowns on the night. And here's a big one. This is a pretty good night, Brett. Dylan Harbert, the quarterback, he has 1 carry for 59 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, that's not too shabby. Pretty good percentages there.
Yeah, it's a very Randy Moss-esque night. Hunter Smallwood, your leading rusher for Westfield. He's got 5 carries for 31 yards. He has not had a bad night. I'd like to see Westfield go to him more in the second half.
Yeah, I think right now you're just trying to get to next week. Obviously, I mean, it's 36-0 here at halftime. You don't work on some things. But as Coach Champion mentioned during the halftime interview there, you don't want to get anybody hurt. You're already struggling a bit with injuries as it is. You would like to get some guys some experience, but without incurring any more injuries. So hopefully Westfield can do that here in the second half. And, Brand, it wasn't pretty early, and Westfield did get the big interception to start the game, but that was about it. That was pretty much all the positives there in the first half. Westfield's got to do a better job here in the second half. We may have a running clock come out. But I think right now this is a kind of game where you're looking to just build some experience and build some confidence here in the second half with a team that doesn't have a whole lot of it, and it seems to be struggling just a bit after the last few weeks to start the season here in 2019.
Yeah, they've had a little trouble. You would hate to see it, but you can't help but think they're going to go 0-4, and next week's going to be the halfway point of the season. You only get 10 games, and
no, they're playing 11 this year.
Are they?
Yeah.
Really? Didn't know that.
Yeah, so let's take a look. Let me look at the schedule real quick. We can throw.
Bear with us, folks.
Take a look at the schedule. Sorry, I didn't include us on it. Y'all can see there they play Bullock Academy next week down in Statesboro. So not sure how good the Gators are. Then you got John Millage on the road, but then things starting to lighten up, I think, in the second half of the season. We'll see if Westfield can do a better job and gain some more experience. But they do have 11 games on the slate, and we'll see what happens. But right now, Westfield trails at half, the 36-0. We'll take a quick break. We'll wrap up the ABE Group halftime show, and we'll come back with third quarter action right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
Regularly to his dentist. Our family dentist just mentioned that he had a severe underbite and he could require surgery in the future. We immediately made an appointment with Spillers Orthodontics. They brought up Invisalign. Dr. Spillers was very informative and all of the staff was very helpful and knowledgeable. Anybody who thinks that their child is too young to use Invisalign, they're wrong. I mean, if you can prevent any kind of surgical procedure for your child, wouldn't you want to do it too?
Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
Tate was going regularly to me.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary art, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri-High Y. I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved cover the school's one act and several plays like Prayer Club, and Try How White, and Key Club, and I also dance. For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
What I like about Westfield is just the family atmosphere that we have here. The teachers are just great, the coaches are great.
Even though I was not here when I started school, I came in and it was like everyone acted like I had been here the whole time. It's an environment where everyone just accepts you and wants to get to know you like they would have known you, like all of their friends that have been here since the beginning of grade school.
I just like the atmosphere that you have here. Everybody, they truly care about you.
Everyone in my grade, we're so close together. I think of them as my brothers and sisters almost, because they know me so well and I know them so well.
I think the most important thing that happened to me when I spent my time in Westfield is that I actually become a Christian, and then I actually find my faith, and I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith to.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities. Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Welcome back here to the ABE Group halftime show. We're a few moments as we're coming out of the ABE Group halftime show. I want to thank Mr. Williams and Miss Williams, their sponsorship of the halftime show as we'll move into the Woodland Subdivision third quarter in just a few moments. Want to thank Mr. and Miss Newton for their sponsorship of the third quarter, as well as some softball action for us, which we will be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. for first pitch between Westfield and Brentwood. The Lady Eagles coming from what is that area? Sandersville, I believe? Sandersville coming down, take on Westfield. And then Westfield actually has a doubleheader. They'll play at 2 o'clock in the afternoon against it's the home school that's coming down to play them as well. So Coach Danny Camp, obviously always ready to play anybody, anywhere, anytime, and his ladies are always ready to respond. It was nice to catch up last week with Ellie Williams. I think she'll help us out periodically as her schedule allows throughout the season. She wanting to get into journalism as she moves on to college in just a couple years. She's a young junior, but a lot of stuff going on here at Westfield. They announced at the break they've raised over $30,000 for some improvements underneath their golden anniversary fundraiser. And that's pretty impressive by the Westfield faithful to back their school in such a way. Obviously, being a private school, everything you get is straight from the students, families, and alumni. So very nice of everybody. For a school to last 50 years on the backs of the donors and the generations of families is very impressive here in Perry. And I know folks are very proud of how the school has progressed over time. But right now, here at the break, they're down 36-0 in Brant and Brett. In that first half, Westfield actually started off pretty solid as you hear Brett rattling around his headset.
I was trying to get my headset. I didn't have it on.
But, in that first half, you couldn't have started any better for Westfield. Very first pass of the game, picked off, returned all the way down, and a penalty kind of undid that drive. They had to punt. And then it was a couple touchdowns they kind of held after the first quarter. It was only 6-0. But in the second quarter, kind of the wheels fell off. And it really wasn't until the latter part of the second quarter, because I think it was 12-0 about 5 minutes left. But then a touchdown by Tiftarea and then a pick six. And it just kind of went downhill very quickly. But what do they got to do here in this second half? Obviously, a tremendous hill to climb.
I just think they got to get some experience with their guys. This game's probably a little bit out of reach, but try to get out of here. Your goal is get some experience, score a couple touchdowns, and no injuries. To me, that's the keys to the second half for Westfield.
Brant, what's your thoughts so far of the first? And I know you kind of gave those a little earlier, but going here in the second half.
I would love to see Westfield try to start tackling better. That's been their biggest problem this year. If they could do that, they might have something effective going. This would be a much closer game, but they just haven't been able to. They're getting into good spots. They're just not making the tackles.
So we'll see what they do to start the second half. It will be Tiftarea kicking off here to start the second. And it'll be Hunter Spence and Hunter Smallwood back deep to receive for Westfield. And on the kick will be number 30, Jake Saylor, who wins the award for the coolest way to spell the name Jake. J-A-Y-K.
Definitely the most unique way.
And there's the kick. A little squibber yet again off the hands of the Westfield up back, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hornets at the 33.
That won't be a penalty because
it was touched by Westfield.
It looks like it's going to be a running clock.
Nope, it will not. So Westfield had the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. See if they can get some kind of offensive rhythm. They go on the road for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, Bullock Academy next week, so we'll be down in Statesboro.
And they go to JMA, I believe.
Yep.
And then, who is it, Bethlehem maybe? Or
I think it is.
Can't remember.
Trinity Christian, maybe?
Yes, you're right, Dublin. Be one of the first times us going there. Or it is oh my gosh, Hancock.
Yep, and he knew it too. The second he came off the line, he threw his hand up. He was upset with himself.
That's one of those ones, though, that is so obvious that even the referees, everybody kind of like, wow, that was false start.
Yeah, that was.
Kind of gives you a moment of pause. So, not the way you want to start, and it's 1st down and 15 at the 28. Doesn't look like it'll be a running clock here in the second half, as of yet, anyways.
Get fired up.
Brett's doing the cheers of the
ready to our good buddy Mr.
handoff.
Chip Harrison.
I'm going to text you and say, quit singing.
I haven't done my falsetto yet, though.
That's it.
Thank goodness. Do you have a falsetto?
It's very bad.
Yeah. That run was by Fitzpatrick. He gets back up close to the original line of scrimmage to the 32. That's a gain of 4 yards. And it'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Gain of 4 yards.
Oh, gosh. There he goes, everybody. He is on.
Sounds like a dead cat.
It's a lot louder than most dead cats I've ever seen.
Dying cat.
There you go.
Took a little while.
I had to pause there and say I didn't know a dead cat made a noise. Smallwood makes the first man miss, but not much.
Nowhere to go. They read that, strung it out.
And the blocking right now for Westfield is just not there. That's going to lose 2 yards, or maybe a yard back to the 31. Yeah, can't really blame Smallwood there. As soon as he got the football, he had about 5 guys in his face. So it'll be 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, they're just flowing to the ball right now. Nothing anybody can do. If
Maybe
Westfield stays true to form here, you'll see a flood route to the right side, and you'll have that short, middle, long passing route.
I think you need to go like tight end pop pass.
Well, it'd be hard without a tight end on the line
I
right
was
now.
about to say, or at least in that position.
I don't know. They've done it before. Remember, the left tackle went out and made a catch that one time, and catch is made, and he's brought down immediately for a 2-yard gain. That's Spence, and it is 4th down and 10.
I still just don't understand that kind of play call. I understand your team's struggling, and you need any semblance of offense, but a 3-yard out route on 3rd and
13,
that makes no sense to me. I just don't get it.
So it's 4th and 10, and here comes the punt team. It's Michael Fitzpatrick on to punt. Back deep to receive is number 3, Adam McKinney.
That was one of the names I was bouncing around for our podcast.
Adam McKinney?
No, first and punt team, get ready.
Nice. Oh, watch out. Here comes the pressure. Mikey gets it away somehow, some way. Look at the roll on that thing.
Great job by Fitzpatrick.
That looked like one of my drives.
Yes, it did.
As that thing gets down inside the 30, down to the 27.
That's called a worm burner, baby.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It's not how you drive, it's how you arrive, right? If it's in the middle of the fairway, I don't care if it rolled the whole way.
Kenny is the man,
yes.
And he has perfected the top draw slice.
That's it. I've got it down.
We've got.
Oh, we got company. I knew I smelled like some lotion or something. Yes. No, BO. No, BO. I just don't smell Brett's shoes. And there's a first down out across the 35 to the 39. You got your loafers on, don't you?
No, I changed them up tonight.
Oh, okay.
They're like my Margaritaville shoes.
Gotcha.
The boating shoes.
As that pass was complete out to number 30, Jake Saylor, and
Saylor's doing a lot. We've called his name a couple times tonight.
Brant, I just realized I stole the second half from you. Take over, my friend.
Oh, goodness. I was enjoying this.
You want to go? We can keep going?
You're such a glory hog.
You're good.
I don't care. I'll do it.
Glory
there
hog.
You go.
Motion man. They'll hand it off right up the middle. That is a huge hole. My goodness, what a gash. Then he turns on the Jets.
That's Jaden Jones.
Jake Jones just outrunning everybody.
Yep, Jaden Jones never stopped. 62 yards.
Not touched until he was at the 2-yard line. By then it was far too late. And it is 42-0, pending the extra point.
Yowza. That's his first carry.
Is it really? That's a heck of a first carry.
Absolutely. So 62 yards in the score, 8:56 to go in this third quarter, brought to you by Woodland Subdivision. And this thing is
it got ugly a while ago,
open.
And now it's uglier.
Oh, and we got the mighty Ellie joining us here. We'll get her thoughts here in just a moment as the extra point on its way. High snap, kick down, up, and good. So he's 3 for 3 on his extra points. So,
Brett, you always think the extra points are no good.
Well, the funny thing is, I tell them all the time,
they're always good.
Look for the shadow on the goalpost. I don't know how many times I have to tell them.
I don't see the shadow either. I just wait until the refs throw their hands up.
Well, then what? Is that how you do it?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Like, unless I'm looking straight at it, then.
Yeah, it's kind of hard from an angle. So, and we got Emma, too. Or no, I'm sorry. Sadie. I just assumed it was Emma. So we got Sadie Hayes and Ellie Williams up here. So tomorrow y'all got 2 games.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Ooh, are y'all excited?
Yeah, we're excited, I guess. I don't know.
Playing.
Just another Saturday game.
It's another Saturday. You got Brentwood in the morning, and then what is the name of the school at 2? Just a bunch of homeschool kids, right?
It's FCA, but I don't even know what that stands for.
Okay. Is it the Fellowship of Christian Athletes?
But
basically?
that's like
that's an organization that everybody can join, right?
I don't know what it is.
Well, we'll have to see. So, but right now,
Brett,
it's 43-0. Westfield down here in this one. Oh, I heard you, Brett.
Oh, did Soroka just walk?
He did indeed. So here comes the kickoff, the Swanson House kickoff. It will be Jake Saylor ready to kick it away.
All right, I'm going to switch with Ellie now. So you're going to have to take over play-by-play.
Okay.
Because I cannot run the computer and do play-by-play at the same time.
Oh, Brett's going to join in. I got you. Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. Brett's a lot of stuff going on. Now the kickoff is fielded by Chris Kenneth, and he has it at the 28-yard line.
Turn that down just a little bit.
So that's where Westfield will start with the drive. First down and 10 at their own 28. So have you been here for the whole game?
Yeah, I got here like when there was like 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Can I have some of your Kit Kat?
So kind of disappointing so far, to say the least.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little frustrating too.
So what is your assessment of how are the guys on the team kind of taking this season so far, as Brett is like a big dumb animal back there? How are the guys kind of taking the year so far? Obviously, it's been a little tough.
Yeah, it's definitely been tough. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that one.
Well, y'all are, the counterbalance. Y'all are undefeated, so.
Yeah, I mean, they're just building the program right now. I mean, hopefully they'll get better.
Well, there's a good run by Smallwood as he gets out across the 30 to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of 5. almost 6 yards on the carry from Hunter Smallwood. So you've been here your whole career, right?
Yes.
Your whole
Pre-K.
school career. Pre-K on up. How about Sadie?
Sadie came here in 6th grade.
6th grade. Okay. Are you? I guess I'm kind of talking through you now
Yeah, I know,
to
I'm like-
Sadie. But has Sadie? Have you always been in the local area? She has.
She's
okay.
a Byron babe.
Byron. Okay.
Yeah, we're Byron babes.
Are y'all really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ah. You know what's her name? Help
And
us-
Avery, Byron babe.
Really?
Yeah.
So y'all could go to Peach County if y'all wanted to. You don't want to go to Peach?
No.
I don't blame you. I hate Peach County.
Hey.
Oh, he's a hater.
I'm
That's where my older sister goes.
I'm a Perry
Yeah.
Panther. I'm a Perry Panther. I
Gosh.
hate Peach County.
Go Trojans.
Oh.
Gross.
Well, what was
Is that first down? Did they say?
No, it was not. He's 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. All right.
So what is?
Wow,
So
I
Bailey
messed
is
that up.
at
Hold
Peach
on.
County. Is she over? Is she here tonight, or is she at the Houston
she
County
actually,
Peach game?
No, she actually came here tonight with us. She wanted to come here.
Ah, gotcha. Because that's a big game going on. Hoko
Oh,
and
yeah.
Peach.
I think
What's the
Peach
score?
was winning.
Were they? That's
They
what I was
were.
wondering.
Are they still winning? Do you know?
Because Peach was number 1 in the state in 3A.
They're really good.
Yeah, quarterback sneak there from Beckham, and he's got the first down across the 40. So 10-7 at halftime for Peach on top. Gotcha. So that is the score update. That's one's going on at Freedom Field over there. Oh, there's a
Yeah.
flag down, though.
That's disgusting. Brett.
So that was a QB sneak. Let's await the penalty call here, though.
I don't want to eat that, Brett.
So I guess during the
You
fall
can have it,
sports
bro.
season, you guys can't go anywhere on the weekends.
Not really. No, we play a bunch of Saturdays.
Because, I mean, if you want to go catch the Georgia game, there's no way.
Definitely not.
No.
Yeah, we were playing last Saturday, and everyone was kind of upset about that because everyone was at the Georgia game. Literally everyone from Westfield went to the Georgia game, but the softball team.
But the softball team.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but y'all are just too busy collecting rings. I mean.
Exactly. I
so
mean, I
what are
guess
you
it's
gonna
worth
do?
it in the end.
Exactly. So.
I was about to say, if I had as many rings as you did, I wouldn't mind a couple Saturdays.
Yeah, no. Nah.
So
And it's at home, so I'm kind of happy about that.
Well, that's cool.
Looked like a personal foul against Westfield.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. I got my suspicions, but you never know.
It'll be first down still since it came after the play, but
and 25 yards.
Well, no, I think they're going to move it back. I think they're going to move it back since it did come after the play. Would have been. Oh well, no.
No, if it's after
Sticks
the
are
play.
staying.
So it will be first down and 25 at the 26-yard line. 7:11 to go here in the 3rd quarter. This Woodland subdivision 3rd quarter.
Talk about shooting yourself in the foot.
And now it looks like Michael is going to be taken out, and there's going to be a timeout on the field. And when we come back, Brett Taylor will be talking a little bit as he finishes off his Kit Kat. Yeah, because he's already a game short here on the broadcast. So we'll take a break and come back in just a few moments here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes. Our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
Our family dentist just mentioned that he had a severe underbite and he could require surgery in the future. We immediately made an appointment with Spiller's Orthodontics. They brought up Invisalign. Dr. Spillers was very informative and all of the staff was very helpful and knowledgeable. Anybody who thinks that their child is too young to use Invisalign, they're wrong. I mean, if you can prevent any kind of surgical procedure for your child, wouldn't you want to do it too?
Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
And welcome back here. We're in the 3rd quarter, and Westfield trails by a score of 43-0 here at the moment. They have a first down and 25. Or actually first and 10. So Brant, you were kind of right there. They did reassess the spot, and they'll have it at the 26, but it'll be a first down and 10. So want to thank Ellie for joining us, Sadie as well. Where did your brother go to school, by the way? Is he Southern? Good man. Good man. You got better hair than he does. I know he tried to have better hair because he had that big poof. Is he? All right, cool. Thank y'all.
I just could never do that. It would look like a Brillo pad.
You do got an afro.
Yeah, I know.
You got a pretty sweet fro working. So
It's like a blueberry muffin top.
yes. Handoff up the
like
middle.
this
No gain on the play. And
Handoff up the middle, no gain on the play.
Actually, I give him 2.
We'll give him 2.
You know what Brett hasn't done in a long time?
Play-by-play?
Play-by-play.
That's
Yeah, I
true. He
know.
hasn't. It's been
I
a
don't
minute.
get to do it a whole lot.
Run it, Brett.
I did it during basketball season. The only thing is you're
Do
going to
it,
have to
Brett.
help me out with names and numbers because I
Look,
can't see.
they're right here.
I need some binoculars when I do
They're
play-by-play.
right here. Look at him. Oh, back in the game.
Back in the saddle, baby.
It's like going back to 2014.
It's like going back to 2005 with Jared Hutto in Bullock Academy.
Yeah. Many, many moons ago.
So let's see. We got Beck Beckham still in at quarterback in the shotgun with Hunter Smallwood to his left, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to roll left here. He's going to throw wildly, and it's going to be intercepted there by number 6. That's Mark Coley, and flag comes in at the end of the play. He gets the ball out to the 35-yard line. We may see a block in the back here.
Look, everybody, I'm throwing my flag. No, you throw. I wish I had one. I'd throw it from the press box.
So not the outcome if you were looking for something for Westfield there. Looks like Coach Fitzpatrick's really happy. I don't know why.
I don't know.
He's doing the same thing you are. He's like,
yeah,
just throw your flag.
Well,
Good job.
I love the one guy. He's like, I am not getting left out. You get one. He was like, he came sprinting in there, man. He was like, I'm joining this game.
Well, they probably get graded on that, and so if they all see it and one doesn't throw his flag, it's probably like, dude, where were you?
Yeah, exactly.
Why
He's
didn't you throw your flag?
Dude, I got this. I am in the game. I am throwing my flag. So that was picked at the 48. Yeah.
So we're going to wait to see what happens here. Tight shot right there from Peyton Josie. We'd like to thank him for running our camera upstairs. A little bit smoother of a home game here than we had a couple weeks ago. But
Boy, is it ever.
But I think we've isolated our issue on the frame rate. Hopefully the second half has been a little bit cleaner on the image online, and we apologize for that. We have had some updates with the computer, so sometimes with technology you get the great stuff, but you also have some things you got to overcome. The kinks, got to work those out. So.
Hey, just going back to that previous thing, it kind of reminded me, you know how Oprah Winfrey does the you get a car, you get a car, you get a car.
You get a flag, you get a flag, you get a flag, and you right there, Michael Fitzpatrick, you get a flag.
Personal foul. Oh, look at him. Look at that. Double personal foul. Triple personal foul. Look at that. Quadruple. Give it to them all.
So does the one for Westfield and the one for Tiftarea offset, and then an additional one gets walked off against Tiftarea?
Yeah, there was 2 on Tiftarea.
Oh,
so
let's watch this.
2 negate.
Kenny, what's your favorite thing to say? All right, if they cancel out, let's just walk off the one. But you know how sometimes they like to walk
it off and then walk
it
back.
off and then walk it back off.
You know what I think it is? They got Apple iWatches. They just want to get their steps.
You got to walk it like it's off. Walk it like it's off.
They're like, oh, man, I'm almost around to that red circle.
Mm-hmm.
I better start walking it out.
Is it red for you? Yeah, it's red for me, too.
I think it's red, right?
Yeah.
You talking about this thing?
The movement,
yeah, the circle.
The movement circle is red.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
The exercise is green. The standing is blue.
What's the calories then?
That's red.
Okay.
That's red? Okay.
That's the movement.
So your
one.
caloric burn for the day.
Caloric. Great word.
Good job.
Yep. So Tiftarea comes out, split backfield with a shotgun quarterback look at 2 wide receivers out here to the near side. He goes in motion, does the inside slot receiver. And they're going to snap it, hand it off to Coley. Coley hits the outside. Safety comes up, misses the tackle. He's still going out to the 40, to the 35-30. Kind of shifts.
Oh,
and the ball comes out, but goes out of bounds at around the 24-yard line, and they throw a flag late and another flag. And I think both of those are going to be on Westfield. I think that Michael Fitzpatrick maybe slung somebody down there, and then on the tackle on Coley, I didn't quite make out who it was who slung him out of bounds.
Welcome to a 43-0 third quarter score.
Well, I told my dad last week. That we finished, no lie, we finished the first half last week at 8:23.
Wow.
The game got over at almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now, why did the first half take less than an hour and the second half took almost 2 hours?
Well,
I know you got halftime,
the 23-minute halftime.
But
not only that, but also the game that you weren't here, Brent and I think, counted up. What was there, like 10, 11 personal fouls?
Y'all said like 6 or 7 on Westfield, right?
Yeah, it's terrible.
A number that's absolutely unacceptable if you're Westfield.
So it looks like 2 personal fouls on Westfield. We'll see them mark it off here. And this is a consistent theme here tonight. Yet again, Westfield shooting themselves in the foot. And looks like Mikey is going to try to do the greatest tactic there is when you're coming off after you do something you're not supposed to, and that's try to veer slightly away from the coaches.
But here's the problem.
His dad's a coach.
His dad's a coach, and he's giving him an earful.
Yeah, he's giving him the what for down there. He just went in quickly into Bobby Cox mode.
Yeah, he said.
Look, he's like, you're terrible. Strike zone's awful.
Yep. He's getting ready for baseball season,
Yeah.
so it's 1st and 10 at the 11.
He's still giving it to him.
Woo.
So 1st and 10. Looks like they can pick up a first down inside the 2-yard line. So handoff up the middle, missed tackle down to the 8-yard line. Still fighting, gets down to about the 7-yard line.
He's still not down.
And Westfield finally makes a tackle there. It looked like
Brock
it was.
Hammond.
Who was it?
Brock Hammond.
With the run?
Yeah, this is first of the day.
Brock Hammond with the carry. It looked like it was Hunter Hancock with the tackle. Oh, no, 31, Austin Tomlinson. No, Austin Tomlinson. I knew it was 1-3 or 3-1, and the Braves just hit a home run. Is that Acuna? Matata?
Albies. That went over.
He stopped at second because he didn't know if it went over or not.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7 from the, we'll call it 7.5, 8-yard line. So it looks like they can get a first down inside the 1 then.
Yes.
Right
like
inside
that.
the 1.
And the play clock down to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
And
1.
that's going to be a
delay
delay.
game.
Yep, they threw the flag. So delay a game on Tiftarea as they come out a little late, and that'll push them back 5 yards, bring up 2nd down, and we'll call it a long 12. I'm looking forward to next week's trip down to the Borough.
Yeah, it should be
The
fun.
only thing is I know the windows down there are a little bit tricky.
Yes, they kind of
Fog up.
And they open out.
Oh, good job right there getting in the backfield. You got Hunter Smallwood in there. I think that was 56 for Westfield.
Or 50. Seth
Was it
Andrews.
50, Seth Andrews. God, you got way better eyes than I do. Chris Kennis was also in the mix. Coley didn't have a whole lot of place to go right there.
So no gain on that play.
3rd down and 12. Again, they can pick up, the Panthers can pick up a first down inside the 1-yard line. Your score right now with 4:29 to go here in the 3rd quarter is 43-0. Tiftarea on top of Westfield. The Hornets have struggled most of the night. We are in the Woodland subdivision 3rd quarter. I had to train myself not to say neighborhood.
That's it.
Woodland subdivision 3rd quarter. Shotgun here for Tiftarea. They send a man in motion. Going to hand the ball off to Coley off right tackle. And he's tackled inside the 10-yard line back to the original spot before the delay of game. So right around the 7, maybe 8-yard line. Did they get into the 9?
Yeah, the 9.
You got better eyes than I do.
I'll look at the near side official, see where he's kind of standing. The line judge.
So just inside the 9-yard line. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 8, we'll call it.
4th down.
It's 4th.
Yep, 4th and 8.
So Westfield
3.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Has a chance here to turn Tiftarea away.
They better hurry. They're only at 8 seconds. They have to sprint to the line.
Well, they got timeouts. I don't know why they're not using those. You got split backs in the backfield, shotgun formation. You're going to hand it off to Coley up the middle, and he's going to walk it in the end zone. Right off the left side there. And they just a lead play right there. Nothing too fancy, and he scores a touchdown. And your score with 3:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter is 49-0. Tiftarea all on top of the Westfield Hornets.
You normally touch when you run between the guard and the center. So that one was kind of surprising there. Extra point on the way here from Jake Saylor. And
just inside the right upright. I saw it that time.
There you go.
See, got the shadow. So the kick is good. Westfield trails 50-0 with 3:07 to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break and come back with the rest of the third right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary art, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y. I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's one act and several plays like Prayer Club, and Tri High Y, and Key Club, and I also dance. For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees, and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
And welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest. Westfield trails 50-0. And we've got a Swanson restaurant kickoff here as the ball is going to be squibbed at the exact same spot it's been. Picked up there. I did not see if that was Kenneth again. Coleman Williams picks it up, gets upfield about the 40-yard line, and is tackled there.
That has worked pretty well for the Tiftarea Panthers here tonight.
Wow, they marked him only out to the 37-yard line. So first down at 10 for Westfield at that spot. Fitzpatrick will come back out. Westfield has number 5, which we don't have.
Ryan Powers.
So Austin Powers' brother?
No, it's his nephew. It's his nephew. Yeah, baby. Some kids probably don't get that. They weren't born in that time frame.
I've never seen an Austin Powers movie.
See, there's one.
Like a toiga.
Ellie would probably be like, what?
So we got the I formation here for Westfield. And going to run it straight ahead with Hunter Smallwood. And he gets about a yard. Tackled right there by number 24, Will Ross. And number 78, Jackson Hoover.
See, Brett, it's like riding a bike, man. You got back on, and you're just pedaling away.
Well, you know, brings up second down and 9 with 2:47 to go here in the third quarter. Brant Daughtry going to make the long trip over to Auburn, Alabama tomorrow to watch the Golden Flashes.
Yeah, well, specifically the Auburn Tigers, but they'll be playing against the Golden Flashes.
Do you know who went to
Antonio Gates?
Dang it!
In your face.
Why do you steal my trivia
I was gonna say Nick Saban.
Got a wide receiver left, one to the right,
go there,
in the I formation. He did. He played football there.
Played defensive back.
Pitch out to Hunter Smallwood, trying to get around the end and taken down by number 7, Mason Tyler there.
He gave him a little backside pat and push off when he got done.
Westfield is going backwards at this point, and that'll be around a 7-yard loss there. And it'll be third down and 17, we'll call it. Maybe.
Yeah, they're going to push him to the 32, so that was a loss of 6.
Okay, they had it marked at the 30, so yeah, you're right.
I want Dairy Queen. Haven't had Dairy Queen in a while.
Yeah, you look like you need Dairy Queen.
Coming from you?
Me too. I mean,
Brett is the definition of soft serve.
Yes, sir. Shotgun formation here. Fake. Going to try the tight end pop pass.
There you go.
Kennis gets it, and I think he stretches out for the first down.
He's close. He's real close.
I tell you what, to me, Robert Kennis has been a bright spot for Westfield all season long. He's been a good player on defense, and he's done a good job at that tight end position.
I love this sideline official. He came in, he's like, yeah, I'm going to keep on drifting to the left as I'm marking this bad boy, and that's that's first down.
Yep, that is a Planters First Bank first down, isn't it?
Well, come on. Yep, I'm about to say, come on, White Hat. Good move, my friend. Let's not bring out the chains in a 50-0 game with a minute 26.
1:26 to go. Westfield trails 50-0, and Kenny is lobbying for first downs.
Well, that's, to me, that's
lobbying for first downs, I say.
I don't disagree, but I'm saying it's like the neighborhood play in second base. Yep, he got the bag.
I let the clock run just a little too far. About a minute 15 left.
It's all good, man.
Beck Beckham has split backs in the shotgun backfield. Going to throw the out route here to Powers. And he makes the catch. Even on review, they confirm it.
That's it.
Went over to the monitor, and yes, completed catch. So picks up 5 yards. Good job right there by Powers. The youngster runs a nice little 5-yard stop route, and it brings up second down, and we'll call it 5.5.
Ryan's got the powers.
Who's got the power? Sorry.
There it is.
That's it. Falsetto.
It's back.
And we've got Robert Kinnis split out wide here.
Well, all I know is right now you're looking at three guys in the backfield, Westfield, all with their arms out going, what's the play call?
Yep. Going to fake the handoff, drop back. Beckham rolls to his left. He's going to try to make a move here on the outside. Could not get around.
He's lucky he didn't fumble the football.
He gets slung down. I hope somebody marked where he got to, because he's being marked at the 50-yard line, but he got well beyond that.
Yeah.
He got up at least to the 52-yard line, I'm telling you.
And that'll end the fourth quarter, I think.
Third
quarter.
That will be the end of the third quarter, and Westfield will trail 50-0 here from the Hornets' Nest. We'll take a quick break, and we will go back down into our, what we got, Planters First Bank fourth quarter. When we come back, you're watching Hornet football right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities. Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest. And Westfield has a 3rd down and 7 here.
We broke the fourth wall there. We got to see the behind-the-scenes countdown.
Yep.
Oh,
Gonna
screen.
run the screen pass to Michael Fitzpatrick, and no blocking there, but Fitzpatrick drops the football.
Oh, my goodness.
It looks like Westfield got it back, though.
I didn't think they did, but who knows?
No, the ball came out again. It looks like Westfield.
Yay. What was amazing there, Westfield had 3 blockers out in front of Michael Fitzpatrick, and they let him run against one guy. He ran right through the 3 of them.
Yep.
Yeah, there was no help for Michael Fitzpatrick on that. And that'll be a 1st and 10.
And Tiftarea comes up with it, so the Hornets turn it over yet again. And unfortunately for Westfield, they have not been able to accomplish any of those.
Yeah, that's kind of been indicative of their performance tonight.
Man, it's tough.
And we do have a running clock in this fourth quarter.
I'm just amazed. They literally had that play set up. They had 3 guys out in front. One guy ran right through the 3 of them, and they didn't even acknowledge his presence.
Kind of ironic. This is the golden anniversary for Westfield. They're losing by 50.
Ah, good point.
I don't know. That's kind of like
on the 50.
On the 50-yard line is where the ball is. Good eye.
It's really on more of like the 51-yard line.
The nose is touching the white line.
I know. I'm just kidding.
He's saying a 51, trying to be funny.
Brett's trying to be.
No.
And they only got 5 seconds left to get this play off.
I'm saying executing. Being funny, as that will be a delay of game.
If they choose to throw the flag. Yep, they do.
My man in the back, he's like, I don't care what it is. I'm throwing my flag.
Seconds. He gave him an extra 5 seconds just in case.
Oh, yeah. He's the one. He needs to use gain or something on his flag. Keep some color stay in that thing. His is a little pale.
He's got one that's faded. Is that what you're saying?
Little fade, little high fade on his.
He may be the low man on the totem pole. He may get the old flags.
Could be. Say, hey, man, here's my leftover one from last year.
Or do you buy your own flags if you're an official?
I don't know.
That's an interesting question.
I do think in your next life you're going to come back as an official.
Not going to happen.
For all the hate that you've given over all the years.
Handoff up the middle. About a 3-yard gain right there, and it'll bring up 2nd down and, well, maybe a 2-yard gain. Bring up 2nd down and 13. I'm ready for Christmas.
Already, dude?
Yeah, I love Christmas. I'm ready for it to be cool.
It is currently September.
I know. The heat.
No, I would much rather it be cool. I'd rather it be 70 than whatever it is right now.
So right now,
it's not that hot right now. It actually feels, it's 81. It feels pretty good.
Promise I did not do that, Kenneth.
Okay.
Second down and 13. Okay.
This is what happens.
Handoff on the right side. A little bit better job on that play. And Westfield stops it for no gain. It'll bring up second down and we'll call it 12 and a half. I tell you what, third down. You said Dairy Queen. I kind of got the craving for some Arby's.
Negative on
Arby's.
both
They don't have
ends.
ice cream at Arby's.
Yeah, they do.
They got apple turnovers, don't they?
They have milkshakes.
If I want a milkshake, I'll go to Chick-fil-A.
You know what
Those are the best milkshakes.
You know what milkshake machine has never worked?
McDonald's.
McDonald's or Burger King ever.
Not at 9 o'clock at night.
Nope. They're like, no, it's been busted all day. Sorry.
I sent oh man, they're lit.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't think they came across. It was real close, but I don't think they did.
Well, great job, officials. I like it.
I sent a survey in as that ball's handed off on the right side. Or not a survey, but a customer dissatisfaction response on that one night. We were over in Columbus.
And they probably laughed?
No, they sent me a thing back. They were like, we are so sorry for your unsatisfactory experience.
Here's a free ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
here's a free milkshake.
I told him, I was like,
after 9 o'clock every night.
I told him, I said, you know it's bad when I went to Burger King and they had theirs up and running and you didn't have yours up.
Yeah. That's why you need to go to Sonic every time. Mike
Sonic
Waller's
does have some
Sonic.
great
absolutely.
Sponsor our
great
player
ice
of the
cream.
game. And
they have Blast.
Oh, my Lord.
Is
On
that
fourth
ball
down and 8.
Off tackle on the left side. I think Connor Shelton came up with the tackle there. Wasn't it number 9? Yep, Connor Shelton. But you know who has the best milkshake of all time?
Chick-fil-A.
No, absolutely not.
Cookout's pretty good.
Oh,
but it's
I know
more
he's
ice
going to
cream.
say.
Absolutely not.
He's going West Coast on us.
West Coast, baby. In-N-Out.
I've never been to an
Oh,
In-N-Out
my
burger.
gosh.
In-N-Out burger is delicious.
In-N-Out,
It is.
you got to get a double animal style. It is amazing, and it will change your life. It is the Chick-fil-A.
Hey, the next time I'm on the West Coast, I'll check
It
it
is
out.
the Chick-fil-A of the West Coast.
Except it's burgers.
Yep, it
And
is.
it will stop your heart.
Instead of Jesus
It's not Jesus chicken.
Instead of Jesus chicken, it is Jesus beef.
Jesus beef.
Clog
your arteries.
Oh,
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
That's what happens when you have the backup.
Oh.
Smart play.
Ooh,
That
that
could
might
have been
be
a penalty.
personal foul. Yeah, Robert Kinnis came in late there.
No, that wasn't Robert. That was number
Wasn't-
19.
19, sorry. That was a kid I
Jonathan
asked you about.
Myers.
Yep. They've been watching a little bit too much of Georgia Southern Maine. Tiftarea has, as we saw that all last week. I think 5 snaps, 2 or 3 of them inside the red zone for
Feels
Georgia
pretty bad.
Southern.
Yeah, and they're going to pull him now just in case.
Good.
Just in case. I'm 21 years old and my voice still cracks. It's
That's because
incredible.
you're going through a change. You're becoming a man.
One day.
Am I?
Look at that. You got the.
Are they moving the chains?
Yeah, the chain crew, they're not moving the first down marker. The ball's going to stay there, and it's going to be second and forever.
Well, they were about to, and then they
Right.
realized, oh, no, we're good. It's
Yeah, that
second and
long-
20.
Yeah, second and 20 is what I have it as.
Yep.
So second down and 20, 5:35. The great thing that I love about this is she kept the clock moving the whole time.
Yeah. Only 5.5 minutes left, and we might make it to Dairy Queen before 10 o'clock.
We're not going to Dairy Queen, Brent.
I'm going to Dairy Queen.
I suggest
Oh,
you
crap,
go.
I rode here with y'all. That's right.
Well, just go to the one up there in Warner Robins. It's better.
What, the one all the way on Watson?
Yeah, I'll tell you, the Perry one you don't want to go to.
No, I like the
No,
Perry one.
the Perry one. Is there a Dairy Queen in Perry? Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it's on Courtney Hodges.
It's good.
Yeah, they
it's
don't,
good.
No, they don't change their cleaner stuff. Yeah, there's a run.
That is not. You cannot say that about a non-sponsor.
Actually, that's exactly who you say that about.
I was about to say, you want to say it about a sponsor?
No, well, you don't
Planners
say it about
First Bank,
anybody.
Don't lose your money. No, you don't say that.
It's a state.
It's not true. Planners First Bank, great establishment.
It is a great establishment.
It is.
I'm talking about Dairy Queen.
I like the Dairy Queen here. I get the chicken tenders; they're amazing.
Chicken tenders are really good. There's one on 96.
I actually had to go there yesterday. The kids wanted one, and I asked the guy, when you get to Dairy Queen, they turn the ice cream over, and I said, have you ever had one just completely fall out? You know, and he's like, no. I was like, if I did, I'd just close the window and tell you to drive away. Like, I'd be like, nah, screw it. Just go.
Did you just say screw it on the air?
Yeah.
You can't
That's
say
FCC, man.
That's not bad.
Golly.
It's not bad.
We're going to have to send you to, like, finishing school.
Whatever. 3rd
down and 15 to go. Looks like we got
And the play clock
another
ran out
flag.
again. The play clock ran out again.
Keep that clock a-moving, though.
Yep.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Keep them doggies rolling, rolling.
This is the point we're at in the game. How many viewers do we have?
All right, we
now?
talked about Tennessee earlier in the game. You really honestly think UTC could beat them?
I don't know. All I think about
I
is
don't know. I just know Tennessee's awful.
I just think of that commercial of that storm or that
They
storm
really
trooper,
played okay last
that
week.
state trooper in that commercial about
They
drunk
lost to
driving.
BYU.
And, like,
Yeah,
Georgia,
but-
South Carolina, Tennessee.
We have more people watching us right now than we usually do.
Because they're entertained by three
I
morons
guess.
talking
I
about
guess.
nothing.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Got diabetes.
Where he's like, we want you to arrive safe. There's a big run again inside the 20.
I think he picked up a first down.
John Austin Lee picks up a first down on 3rd and 20.
Yep. And the clock keeps on moving.
All I got to say about that is Tennessee.
I never seen.
You've never seen the commercial? It's four state troopers.
I never changed the quarter from 3rd to 4th.
Diabetes.
He's Georgia, South Carolina,
Tennessee. If you watch Braves games, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, man.
You know, like, we've gotten together to stop drunk driving.
Which,
We
by
want
the
you-
way,
you
is a noble
safe.
endeavor.
Oh, there's no doubt. But
Especially in Tennessee.
I think Brand's going to start crying. He sounds like an emu over here.
It's really funny.
Oh, man.
I don't know why, but the clock stopped and I caught back up and now I'm past it. And hey, we're going to get going again. And now.
Tennessee.
How did he do it?
Tennessee. Yes, 2nd and 7.
Sorry, folks. It is one of those nights.
50 to nothing.
This is like when it was 2012 and Auburn was awful. I went to the Texas A&M game.
Was that before or after y'all hired Gus?
That was the year before. Gene Chiswick was still the head coach, and that was Johnny Manziel's
Is
come
that
out year.
Barrett Trotter?
No, Kyle Frazier.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle Frazier became someone else and then became Jonathan Wallace.
Jonathan Wallace?
Jonathan Wallace turned into a wide receiver
Oh, I guess.
in Gus Malzahn's offense. 3rd down and 4.
I didn't realize until I started looking this year that Cadillac Williams is coaching the running backs over there.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
He's doing an okay job, I think, so far. He's doing a great job on the recruiting trail.
Who's the guy? Is it DJ Williams?
Yeah, DJ Williams.
Is he
going to
play?
Florida.
Isn't he hurt?
Yeah, he's hurt right now. He'll be back this week.
I hear he is a stud.
Yeah, he's really good based on all reports. He'll be back this
So
week.
it'll be like Boobie Whitlow, him, and Cam Martin.
Yeah.
Cam Martin's look pretty good too.
Throwing Sean Shivers in there.
Shivers is more of a change of pace.
Yeah, he's
guy.
a change of pace, scat back, but
I'm sorry, you
he'll
guys.
get some playing time.
I fell asleep there for a moment. What was that? Tennessee.
It's not as funny if you're out of nowhere.
I will say Tennessee does have some good running backs. They got Ty Chandler and
he's the center for the Cavs, right?
Something Quinn Gray, maybe something Gray.
Remember when they had Alvin Kamara and didn't play him?
No, they did play him. He played at Alabama. Alabama didn't play him.
No, but
and Tennessee played him a lot.
Tennessee played Jalen Hurd instead of him.
Well, they did, but they split time.
Under a minute to go. 4th down and 2.
Yep.
Thank goodness. Mercifully.
Stripling's a sausage dog right now would be good.
I just want ice cream.
Who screams for ice cream?
Tennessee.
Hey, play clock ran out again.
Oh, no. Don't stop it. You could have run the game out.
No, you're good, man. I was hoping I'll keep waiting for that dude to bust out when he does the delay game, like a Russian dance, like start kicking his feet while he's doing it. Like, he's done it so much tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
You know who we should go ask to sponsor us?
Who?
That Rolly ice cream place. What's it called?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's over there where the old...
rolled up ice cream or whatever it's called?
It's so good.
Never been.
I've never had it, but everyone I know who has had it is a big
It looks
fan.
like a little ice cream egg roll. Bunch of them.
And this will probably end the game. Well, they have to run one more play. I'm a little bit behind.
That's all right.
Yeah, there's 10 seconds left. I have 17.
So 8.
Well, they're going to another delay game.
They're going to just
Oh,
kneel
look
it,
at him.
But they didn't need.
Oh, look at him.
Westfield maybe comes up with a turnover, and that's the end of the game. The Hornets,
wholly unnecessary, but
yeah, that was
Hornets lose here tonight, 50-0. We'll go straight into our Westfield Booster Club post-game show, and we'd have a graphic for that right
Yes,
next
we
to
do.
the ABE group. Down, to the left, right there.
Nope, that's halftime. There it is.
Yeah,
there we go. Westfield Booster Club post-game show.
And we'll go quickly into our, what do you call it? Our
Sonic Player of the Game?
Sonic Player of the Game. Our awards is what that was what I was looking for.
Stop it.
Sonic Player of the Game is Kenny Kofer for his Tennessee.
That's it.
No. I would have to say Robert Kinnis, in my opinion. I thought he played well and did a good job. And I think our hit of the game, what you got, Kenny? Our Flint Energy's electrifying hit of the game.
You can never go wrong with Michael Fitzpatrick. I mean, Michael's hitting somebody any play, anytime.
Do you have a specific play?
You know, one of the ones you got a personal foul on.
Okay.
One of the ones.
So like the belly-to-belly suplex or something?
Or that was Cal Langston.
Okay.
You know what? Give it to Cal Langston.
Okay, Cal Langston gets it for the belly-to-belly suplex.
That's it.
Was it a belly-to-belly or belly-to-back?
I think it was
belly-to-back suplex?
It was.
Did he do like the
Frankensteiner?
No,
I don't know.
Was it the Frankensteiner or, the Rude Awakening? Did
there
he do
you go.
that?
No.
The Rude Awakening, no. Okay, so we'll go through some final stats, and then we'll wrap things up here. Westfield loses here tonight 50-0. On the night, Tiftarea had total yards on offense 454 to Westfield's 90 yards. The passing looked like this: 4 of 8 for Tiftarea for 67 yards and 1 interception. Westfield had 2 interceptions, 11 of 16 passing for 47 yards. And Tiftarea rushed the football 36 times for 387 yards. Westfield 20 times for 43 yards. And again, those totals are 454 to 90 on the night.
So that'll wrap up this broadcast. Westfield's a loser here tonight, 50-0 on the 50th anniversary of Westfield being a school. So we will be back next week on the road down
and this was our 50th broadcast. No, it wasn't.
I don't know, maybe. Down at Brooklet, down in Statesboro.
Yeah.
Taking on the Bullock Academy Gators. So for Brant Daughtry.
What's that road? Excelsior?
Pulaski Excelsior.
Is that it?
Something like that. I don't know.
Can't you get to Bullock that way?
You can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't bore the people.
Okay.
So
in the broadcast.
We will be there next week, though, live. Somebody will be on the rooftop, but we'll be inside.
Yeah, Peyton will be.
Yeah. So for Brett,
that's
and
good
Peyton,
news because his brother almost passed away doing that the last time. Fell off the roof. Nah.
I'm Kenny Kelfer. Thanks for watching. Tennessee. 50-0.
Right.
Middle Georgia
on the
Sports
Middle Georgia Sports Network.